How are y'all doing out there? Let's have a good time. We're going to try to get straight into this one. We got to hit that gladiator circuit, man. It's got to happen, or it could happen tomorrow. But we're going to do our best to get it today. I think we've got to win 3 matches, kind of almost in a row. We're going to do some warm-up matches here, or some warm-up gameplay in the Coliseum. We did the live stream yesterday. I see the numbers on that and the likes and all that stuff, so it's really cool. I feel like it was really helpful to people as we diagnosed the kind of the mall fight there. And then I got up the video for those of you that are trying to take out that cap Infinity War. Hopefully you saw that. It felt great to play Kate Bishop again. Such a such a monstrous champion. Let's just leave it at that. If you have any questions on that, let me know. And if we hit the GC, we might go back in and do some of the other threat levels today. I think I am going to do threat level 3. I talked about that in week 1 and that sort of thing too, trying to help people out. What is going on? Let's welcome people as we come in. Danny, what's up, dude? I had a 3-4 science rank up jam from the Coliseum. I was torn to give it between Luke, Deathless She-Hulk, or save it for a max at ascended spot. Ended up giving it to She-Hulk for the 9.2.6 boss. Hell yeah, man. It feels pretty clear that you gave it to Deathless She-Hulk, but just checking to make sure that's who you gave it to. It feels pretty obvious, but just confirming. But hell yeah, man. She's a beast of a champ, man. I'm really looking forward to the the mode that Kabam has been talking about. That they're gonna hopefully. I was spending a little bit of time on their Discord server the other day, and Karate Mike was on there, and he was saying that there'll definitely be segments to it in their next live stream. So I'm looking forward to that, man. What's up, Gamma? How you doing? Also got a science for McCall. Who'd you give it to, dude? And these are, I'm just kind of warming up here. I think because of the endurance, I don't think Luke Cage is going to hit 20 bars or something. But it is a rank 5 Cage. I love playing Luke Cage. So he's like a nice little option for me. I think we got 10 was our max yesterday. And then I'm gonna try to get in a better run with Zemo. I kind of goofed it in the beginning. With Zemo, and that made his run not so hot. Oh, that's not good. Oh well. Luke goes indestructible. Yeah, she do a lot of damage, but I love using Luke a lot because of that crit. Dude, that's why, so that, again, the Illuminati, and I've gotten feedback from a few of the guys now, which is nice. We've added another tier in the tier list, which I've resisted doing for a long time. Those of you who saw original ones, I think we only had 4 tiers, because I really did want to show everyone how good so many of the lesser champs are. But as the game continues to progress, as there's more modes, I think as it gets more complex, and as honestly we try to show Cassandra. Here's an example. Cassandra Nova's great. Don't get me wrong. I think she's a really great champion. I think if, this game really was interested in being balanced or whatever you want to call it, she'd be about as good as a champion should get. She's nowhere near as good as Onslaught, Mr. Sinister, and Jean Grey. And so I think we really, on a tier list, a visible tier list, I think it's important to show those things to players. And so this Deathless She-Hulk versus Luke Cage difference. Luke is currently not scheduled to be in the highest tier of Science Champions. This is another example. I promoted him in the most recent tier list that had come out because it didn't make sense for him to be in the second tier list on the way that one was formatted. He will be in the second tier list, or the second column, second tier, in the one that comes out in a couple of weeks, because I don't think he's as busted as Photon or Spider-Woman. I really don't. I don't think he's in their same quality. I'm not sure what you want to call it. However, I do think, again, he's a much better champion than the Deathless She-Hulk, despite Deathless She-Hulk being phenomenal. So just trying to kind of dial that down, have that be something that's visible for everyone. What's up, Carl? How you doing, man? It's great to have you back. You're playing the game and stuff, man. Where are you playing these days, dude? I don't know. I think you and I talked about that briefly. This isn't a fight that I can fully be reading the chat. What's up, Charles? How you doing, buddy? Yeah. All right. Gotta love that indestructible from our boy Luke here. Although that won't help me from the degen. Thanos, perfectly balanced. That's another example. Like there's so like we talk about this, right? Like the mutant class is a perfect example. I think Cosmic is similar, where it's like their top champions are so busted that it's difficult to like it's difficult to even like really come to grips with like how good are the other ones, because whenever a fight comes up, it's like, well, just use Serpent, just use Deathless Amos. You know, like literally, if they dropped Hercules into the game right now as a 7-star, I don't think he's the best Cosmic. I really don't. Like I'd love to find out if that's wrong, but I really don't think it's true. I really don't. I think he's in that highest tier though. What do I think of Kabam extending the sale? Dude, trust me, I get why you'd say embarrassing. Yeah, because it's like they extended a sale once before, right? I think they extended the Silver Samurai sale, and I think they tried to say it was due to the store was down for a while. Because I remember I was like vamping on stream for I think like over an hour, because you know I cover the sales and stuff. And yeah, I mean that's the game, right? Is the game's really fun. You know, we've been through this, right? I think the game's really fun, free to play. But part of it, and this is part of what, you know, I told y'all, I don't want to be part of this, dude. I ain't doing that. Like, we can find someone else to do it, which they obviously have. Is I'm not going to be here telling you guys, oh man, guys, you know what? Spending that extra $1,000 to get Null to Ascension level 2, so good, man. It upped my game, dude. Like, look at this quest I can now do. Oh my god, man, you gotta get him, bro. Look how great he is. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I ain't doing that, man. That's not me. Shit. And, but that is the game. And I think that's the monetization policy of games from what I can tell, at least mobile games for sure. So I think that's why so many people, like, think it's fine, while you have people like me who are like, you guys can do that, man, but don't ask me to be part of it, you know? So yeah, I think, you know, obviously they didn't hit their sales targets that they want, or I don't know. Maybe they're testing something out to see how well those things go, or I have no idea on that sort of thing. But I will say, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday, that I'm very proud of us as a general community, you know? That, like, we're spending our money on stuff that we think we want to. Not just, like, out of habit, being like, oh, Kabam had a sale, I better buy out the store. You know? Like, I've been saying this for a long time, man, that Kabam will make Ascension good, eventually. If we just, like, wait until we think it's really awesome. Like, right now, I think all this Ascension stuff, dude, for free. Oh, man, this has been incredible for my account. I've had so much fun opening crystals and all these things. It's been a great time. Like, truly, you guys have watched it happen for a couple months now. But for me, spending money on all that, that ain't for me, man. If that's for you and you're having a good time, go for it, dude. But I ain't spending money on, you know, to get my Null to Ascension level 2, knowing full well the Kabam might be like, oh, yeah, got some money there. All right. Null Ascension level 4, 3 and 4, that's 2030. You know? I'm not gonna do that. It's not, I very fortunate. I have plenty of money to do that sort of thing if I wanted to. But subjecting my investments in the whims of Kabam has proven to be a big mistake over the years. And it's one I'm done making. So yeah, man. And you know, I've said this for a long time now too. Kabam will make Ascension good because they have to. They back themselves into this corner. And I think they are making it pretty fun. Like, my alliance seems to be having a great time. People on my Discord seem to be having a great time. The vast majority of viewers are having a great time. So, yeah. I'm a happy camper, man. I wanted to do this fight one more time. Because, like I said, I kind of goofed it the first time I did it yesterday with Zemo, and I don't think I gave him a fair shot. And I'm just absolutely in love with having a Zemo right now, dude. I'm finally getting to experience, I put this on Twitter today, I'm finally getting to experience Zemo versus Photon when they're at, like, similar ranks. Oh, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You know, Photon's Photon, so she can still ruin it, basically. But, man, when it goes right, or even just goes, like, average, it is so nice. You can see why they didn't let Zemo be a 7-star for so long, and why they nerfed him and stuff like that. Is he was probably too much. He was probably too good for their baby girl. And so they finally brought him, and I think it's awesome. I'm here for it. Call me, LaFleur. What's up, LaFleur? How you doing, man? There should be a communicator on how many revives MC and Nuke has saved us all. I don't think we can count that high. I don't. Do numbers go past infinity, LaFleur? Is Dupe here? Hey, what up, dude? Hey, mate, how's it going with the episode? The cap fight was fun, dude. I loved it. It gave me a chance to listen. I get why a lot of the community has not loved it. I want to make that clear. I also think possibly, because I hope this mode comes back. I hope it's part of the side quest. It's in the regular rotation. I'd love to see it every other month or every 3 months. I think it's been great. Is what I'm wondering is if Kabam's like, okay, the first one's like, everyone had fun. That's great. We're glad. Maybe we give them like 1 or 2 options that can really crush a fight, make a mockery of it like Kushala did. But then let's give them a couple more. We're like 50 bars. I mean, think about 50 bars is a lot of bars. When you can only get 150, like I'm very okay with that. That's well within the realm of what I find enjoyable and like sustainably enjoyable. And so I actually had a lot of fun, man. I used my my Star-Lord, and we did multiple rounds, and I like got over 50 bars, I believe, finally. And then I went to the threat level 4 because, you know, the rewards are really good. And I ranked up my Kate Bishop, and I haven't played Kate Bishop in years, dude. And like she was amazing over there. Like she was everything. It was like one of those things where it's good because I see players nowadays where they're like, Kate Bishop's not that good. And I'm like, you obviously were not playing the game 3 years ago, or you didn't know what was going on. Either way, that's fine, but you're wrong. You are so wrong. And they're like, and she's really hard to play. And I was like, also incorrect. And so it just felt good to have the chance to go and show, like in a fight where they want you to gain combos so you can get Furies. She got 78 bars. For those of you who don't know, she doesn't gain additional Furies, or she doesn't get additional combo. She does. It's just, and this was without the America Chavez synergy. I didn't even go to the special 3 because I was like, I just want people to see like what she can do, and I want people to know like, hey, this is a great champion. I should rank her up, you know. And I just was trying to be helpful. So yeah, I loved it because I thought it was fun. I thought it like kind of challenged our knowledge on the game a little bit. I feel like it gave us a way to kind of try to get better at the game, to dive into a character. I really like it. Like I swear to goodness, one day I will do the video where I think Kabam has been knocking it out of the park. We're probably in like month 3 now, where the questing content, the quests, okay, the content to play has been incredible. Like it feels unsustainable. That's not a shot at Kabam. That's not like there's no way they could do it because there's no. It's like there's no way. I mean, dude, I would love if they somehow find a way to keep this up. It just feels like it would be incredibly difficult. But I hope they do, man. Like the side quests have been so good. The Korean's challenges, which obviously can't be all the time. That can't be, you know, in perpetuity. But I think the Coliseum, you know, dude, if they made Alliance Coliseum 5 days, wow, you know. But I've let go that they're going to do that. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Scott Block, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for the dono, man. No idea if you're running recoils. I don't. Unfortunately, Scott, this account here, I'll show y'all, and then thanks for the reminder that I'm supposed to do Battlegrounds today. So on this account, I can't even use all my mastery points. I am being a little bit stingy. A little bit of that is on me making decisions here, but I definitely don't have the recoil tree even unlocked, and I'm saving so for those of you who don't know, you can go to the web store and you get a rebirth crystal for free. once a week. And those have a decent chance to drop the cores you need to unlock these more expensive masteries. And I really want to unlock deep wounds. Like, this is kind of like my standard run here. One difference, and I might do an updated mastery video, because I see a lot of people misunderstanding, and honestly, for the vast majority of folks, it's actually their fault. They didn't actually watch the video. They just they skimmed it maybe. Is in there, I was running collar tech, and I explained that that was very much due to my account and what I was enjoying playing, but that I don't necessarily suggest collar tech. And so I am running more what I suggested in the video, or what I said was an alternate. And I do have points in Petrify on this account because I'm not so heavily invested in tech. In fact, I don't even have a rank 4 tech champion at the moment, much less a rank 5. I would love to do it. I still think tech is phenomenal. It's just the difference between big blubbery, you know, well, I don't think it's fully deleted yet. I don't know. Probably in a week or so. Account versus free to play, trying to make his way in the Battle Realm account. You know, it's very, very different. So anyways, let's get you up on the board, dude. Thank you so much for that dono. I'll say hello to a few more people, and then let's jump into the victory track. Doesn't feel like a victory track. It feels like a teeth kicked in track. That's probably what they should call it if they wanted to be a bit more accurate. All right, Scott, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate the suggestion. It is actually a very good one for people. Make sure you get those recoils on, man, if you got them. All right, let's go ahead and say hello to some folks, and let's get to this, man. Yeah, the side quests are actually fun, especially with the difficulty. Dude, LaFleur, I truly, genuinely, like, it's just been a matter of time, and they're being so, it's kind of almost like it's almost one of those things that almost proves itself, is that the questing has been so good and so fun, and I think it's been linear, like, as far as, like, progression, that I've been having so much fun doing that, I have not had the time to make a video on how much fun I've been having doing it. I've been streaming it almost every day of the week, but yeah, like, it's, dude, I hope they keep this up, man. It's been ridiculous, in my opinion. Can I ask though, what the frank is going on from stream? Dude, another video where if I was not having so much fun, I would have made this video. Carl, okay, hold on. Listen, you know me, right? Just like I'm saying, the questing content's been great. The AI still sucks ass, okay? I ain't forgetting all the other stuff. This isn't like, go to the web store and buy things, because Kabam's great. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is this, okay? The Mysterium store, I am so with you, man, right? I am so with you on this. And I'm like everyone else, I'm like, guys, I've got like 60 million Mysterium, and I keep hitting the button that says, like, thanks for the warning. I don't know, right? Okay, max all this out, man. Get them relics going, right? And I realized this is good. This is a good reminder for me. I got my 53K right there, man, and we made a 6K dent. Trust me, I know you're about to say, like, Vega, that's great, but I'm going to be over the maximum in just a matter of seconds, too. I understand. Even my free-to-play account, like my little baby here, right, is still in the same place. Okay, we're just gonna buy things. We're on a shopping spree, man. All right, like I don't know, whatever your version of that would be. We're gonna try to get Cosmic Ghost Rider there. All right, I need relics so bad. I still don't even have a Venom relic. I got a 7-star Awakened Venom, and I have no relic, so my Venom just kind of sitting in the corner, man. All sad. He's very sad. You don't want a sad Venom. It's not pretty. It's not pretty at all. Okay, so and obviously you get the point. You get the point. Here's where I think there is some true value to this. Now, I realize for advanced players or for advanced accounts, it might not be there. These are all materials used to rank up 3, 4, and 5-star champions, even some of the initial levels of 6. And this is part of what, like, there's multiple reasons why I want to make the video. Is I want Kabam to hear me, but also my viewers saying, we liked this. This was cool. Please do this more, right? Because while there's always incentives in the game because of rewards, this isn't, hey, we got to the glider circuit because we wanted the blade piece. Those numbers are so misleading. What I want Kabam to know and hear and see, and they're probably listening right now, it's their job to pay attention and take the temperature of the community, is when you go, and this is part of what I love about this side quest, man, is when you go to, let's say, a threat level 3, and look at this, dude. I understand for your super advanced players and stuff, this might not matter, but for my account, which is about to be elder, this matters. These things will help me, right? Is I'm going to probably finish off threat level 3. And when I go to do that, I now want to, or I'm incentivized, or it will be fun, which is the most important, to rank up one of these champions, which is a 5-star or a 4-star. And I will use the materials I got from the Mysterium store to rank them up. And I'm using a currency in Mysterium that I wasn't using for anything else. So it's at no cost. I'm not making this. One of the reasons why I haven't done videos. I don't want people to click on it thinking like, oh, I found a way for you to rank your 7-star. I have not like found that, but I have found a really fun use for it. And it's been really cool. For 2 weeks ago, who did I rank up? I found an option. I got a video out that was really helpful to people. Maybe it was these two. Yeah, maybe it was just them. But I was like, go to the Mysterium store. You don't need to use your units or your 7-star or 6-star rank up materials for it. I just think it's been really cool. Like if they continue, there's a word for it, and I don't want to overuse the term holistic, but it all is existing in this like MCoC sphere, and I think it's been really awesome, man. So I hear you. It's not great for your in-game players ranking up their in-game stuff. Totally get it. But if Kabam keeps giving places like this for us to get some like pretty nice little rewards, have some fun with some characters. Dude, I got to play Kate Bishop yesterday. That was really fun. There's no way in hell Kate Bishop should be a 7-star. It'd be one of the dumbest things Kabam. If we see Kate Bishop in a sale, it's over. It's curtains. Do not spend your money because the game is shutting down. They have lost all sense of any sort of competitive anything. But I got to play as a 6-star, and that was really fun. So, all right. You know me. I like to get excited. I like to have fun. We talk with our hands around here. What's up, Sammy? How you doing, man? I have a fairly big account. I do all the levels and side quests. Yeah. There you go, Emmy. Nice, man. All right. Let me say hello. Let's say hello to people. We did some chit-chatting. Y'all are used to that, though. And then we'll deal with this. Your alliance sucks. We're going to beat you in it. Yeah, but you know what, YouTube user? We're having fun. So it doesn't even matter, man. It doesn't even matter. What's up, buddy? Thanks for being here. Mr. Monsoon, for an in-game account, do you think Collar Tech or Deep Wounds is better? I think, so let's say you're not running anyone who uses bleeds. It's obviously Collar Tech. I mean, as long as you have tech champions, right? But I would, yeah, I think that's odd. So like, what is your account running? If you're not running Fury, if you're not running Chi, if you're not running Okoye, what do you have Deep Wounds for, man? I mean, there's probably a champion. There's someone out there who is like, I don't know. There's probably a bleeder out there. I'm just not thinking of. I don't know who it is, but you get my point. High score on Ma. I got 9 with Arthur Zemo. Nice, Doms. Congratulations, man. The new AI is annoying. They play so aggressive. No, the AI has never changed once. It's been the same for 11 years, Danny. I don't know what you're talking about. We will not tolerate lies. Yeah. The AI is not the best part of Marvel Contest of Champions. Sammy spending his points. Sammy, does that mean we have to become friends, man? I don't know, man. Are we ready for that sort of commitment, Sammy? I mean, I like making comments on your videos. I even enjoy watching them. But this feels like it's taking, we're doing this publicly too, you know? I hope you all love Sammy, man, as much as I do. Where are you, bud? Sammy, did you not send a friend request? Am I just, or is this where you're like, are you just big balling, Sammy? You're just like, everyone knows who I am. You just look my account up. Where are you, man? I can rank 5 anyone, but I'd like, but I'm leaning towards tech, especially Ironheart, Vision, Shocker, and Sentinel. Kisame, man, like 3 months ago, I would have made a dumb joke about Sentinel. Not gonna lie, part of why I wanted the 4-5 tech so bad yesterday is I wanted to give it to Sentinel, Bastion, or Ironheart. And I probably would not have used it on stream because I was going to take that champion to rank 5, and I'm not sure who I would want it to be. I love all of them now. Sentinel, he's fully in the circle of trust, man. Sorry, I forgot you're on a new account. Oh, thanks, Sammy. Way to bring up the deleted account, Sammy. God. Who is Vega53 in your friend list? It's my deleted account. Well, it's my having to wait 30 days for Kabam to finish off the deletion process account. So I was obviously friends with that account. So we could message back and forth, you know. When you have multiple personalities, they like to talk to each other. For bleeders, I have a Weapon X. Thank you, Weapon X, Zemo, Chi. I forget about Venom. We were just literally talking about Venom a little bit ago. Thank you, Mr. Monsoon, for the reminder. Black Panther, another great one. Why did you delete? Dude, honestly, I understand most people on YouTube are like, 30-minute video? I ain't got time for that. I want to watch 5,000 TikToks instead. But I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of the internet. I did a whole video on it. If anyone's able to link it in the chat, I would appreciate it. There's no way I'd be able to fully explain any of it, all of it. The main goal I wanted to get across, dude, the main one was, you don't, just because you spent doesn't mean you need to keep spending. Like this game, that's what this game, unfortunately, the monetization is very much built on. Look, I'm deleting my account. I don't even own the account. We don't own these accounts. And I just wanted my viewers to see that I meant the things that I'm saying. And then I was going to go have a blast with my free-to-play account. There's a lot more in there, but that was the big major goal. Dude, Sammy, that profile picture is phenomenal. Where'd you get that? How do you have shiny blade? What am I missing? Are all blades shiny right now? It's for purchasing Stellar Blade? You could purchase Stellar Blade? You get him shiny right away? We all get shiny? Dude, that looks cool as hell, man. And you get the profile picture too? And I'm not gonna lie, the color they chose for the creator tag is pretty phenomenal. In fact, I think it's the only thing I miss about being in the CCP and the test map. Those things together, I think, are the two things, those combined. All right. And you've got the, well, he's at rank 5. Congratulations, dude. Dude, you have Stellar Blade and regular Blade at 4-5. And technically not a skill champion, Sammy, but I mean, it is skill adjacent, right? That's awesome, man. I really do love your videos, dude. That's awesome, man. And you're in one of the alliances that's, what would you guys call yourselves? You're not like prestige focused, but you guys do really well. Like I heard you mentioning that in, I don't remember which one of your recent videos about your alliance went really above and beyond. I think it was in Alliance Coliseum maybe, and you were pretty busy. So you did like kind of the minimum, and you were mentioning, I think you guys got 3rd, if I recall correctly. And so your alliance must like, do you guys have prestige? Well, I guess I could just click on it, but let's go ahead and focus on this. Very, very cool, man. Congratulations on these, buddy. Some Alliance War MVPs. Dabbles in the PvP. It's a lot of quest fights won, man. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Congratulations on the new rank 5s, man. The profile's looking amazing, as usual, man. Damn, that guy really likes Blade. He loves Blade. He loves Blade. A little too much, if you ask me, but, you know, that's just between you and me, Carl. Yes, we got 3rd. We are PvE focused. Yeah, that's what I was like. I don't want to say prestige, just a PvE focused. I mean, dude, with what Kabam's doing lately, it's, I don't want to say it's smart as in like you guys like alternated to it. I just mean that like the way things are going, that's, I'm glad it's working out. I think that's the way, that's the way to phrase it. Vega, please check last. Kind of lost on our 4 choice. Oh yeah, dude, of course, dude. And thanks for the tag, guys. Hey, Vega. Peter A1 R5 or Danny A1 R5 don't have a mutant rank 5, so we'll just go for Onside or Gene. Dude, yeah, I know, noob. Dude, the fact that you're even thinking Danny means you must really like her, because I find her extremely rigid. She got a synergy that helped her. I don't remember with which champion, but like being able to rely on her, like keeping her combo, or she doesn't need to keep the combo. It's I don't remember how she's phrased. I just found her outrageously rigid. She's a champion that I was able to pull off good things with, and I showed them in videos for a long time. She has an incredible slow, but she's like full of contradictions. Is the issue with Danny for me? And I'm gonna no, yeah, I am. Is now that we've got through the Karina's challenges, Noob, I'm going to be following your videos because I'm going to jump into Acropolis. So following you on Cerebro and all your videos you're doing. So thank you for them. Is I'm going to obviously get back to making champ videos, guides, videos, thoughts on them, and reviews and things like that. Null is actually scheduled to come out tomorrow morning. And one of the things I'm going to talk about with a lot of this is like, I mean it. Like, I think Ascension is fun for an account like mine. I think Kabam needs to make it fun for everyone else. And one of the kind of issues with it right now is I think they're very much trying to reset the game through it. And as they would when we get a new star level, the problem, and here's the quote unquote problem, I'm getting to it, is it's like I don't know how to phrase this right. It's two different power things, it's two different structures existing in the same battle realm right now. And so like a current Danny, even if you take her to rank A1, is still going to end up at times where you're going to have to fight Bullseye. And he doesn't miss. And so I think Danny is still very limited because Ascension didn't change their kits. It just made them hit harder and gave them more health and they crit more. Damage has never been her problem. In fact, if anything, I think she had so much damage that maybe they were okay with some of the restrictions in her kit or the conflicts in her kit. I would go Paviter. Noob, I don't know if you've had a chance to take a look at the latest update, but one of the on the tier list, one of the biggest things that's been not debated in the chat, but like talked about back and forth is I originally had Paviter in the highest tier. And then I moved him because I was like, I don't know if I'm ready to put him there. And there's only 2 Mystics there right now. Multiple Illuminati have already brought up, hey, dude, I think it might be time to put Paviter in the highest tier. So, yeah, that I would probably go with Paviter or go with, and I know it like feels boring a little bit, but Onslaught and Jean, again, they're in that highest tier. Like we've created a tier. I created a tier now to show like, yes, Captain Britain's great. As an overall champion, ranking things up for all the modes we currently have in Marvel Contest of Champions, Captain Britain is phenomenal. She's not as good as Onslaught and Jean Grey and Sinister. So yeah, I hope that was at least semi-helpful, man. Or Dust A1. Ooh, Dust A1's kind of cool though. Okay, that's kind of cool. Because see, now Dust is still modern. Dust is not as good as the big 3. She's just not, in my opinion. However, helping her damage out a little bit more and making her a little more tanky with the challenge rating and getting her health pool up a little bit might make her a little more of an option in battlegrounds and things like that. So I get that. I would still probably go Paviter. Or still go Jean or Onslaught. Because remember, 7 stars go all the way to rank 6 too. So I think these like ascended champions and the non-ascendable champions are going to exist in the same battle realm, fighting each other for a long time. And I think Kabam, it's going to be interesting to see how far Kabam lets Ascension go in order to kind of balance out your Onslaughts and your Serpents and your Jean Greys and Photons and champions like that. Thank you. Got 2 science and 1 skill. Looking for a mutant, but love Paviter. Paviter's so good, dude. He's so good, man. I'm excited to see whoever you pick. Dude, did you ever get out the Null video? I was so excited for it, and I didn't see it. What's up, Gus? What's up, Car? What'd you say? I just took Captain Britain here, and now I'm hearing this. Yeah, man. You guys hear it for your first. Vega, and the Illuminati. Captain Britain sucks. She's the 4th best mutant in the game. She sucks. It's worthless. Throw her away. Delete it. You know how you saw how I deleted my account? Delete yours now too if you have Captain Britain, right? Because it's pointless. Start over. I don't know. All right, let's do this, man. Let's play some game. Wait. Did we win some matches yesterday? I thought we just lost the whole time. Oh, we won some. I was going on. We got asked the relationship questions, and I went pretty deep into them, and so I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing at all on screen. Did we win? We won some matches. Hell yeah, man! That's like finding money in your sofa. I feel like I just found like a 50 in my sofa, man. I was like vacuuming up, getting ready to have some people over, and found a 50. That's awesome. I'm hyped. Dude, that's cool. Here, let's use the victory shield. I guess it's time to delete the can. Sorry, Charles. I apologize. It's just, you know. Got busy with the way. Dude, are you doing a video on her? I loved when you did the new champ videos. I know, dude, I think you're one of the hardest working people in this YouTube or MCoC. It's amazing. Like literally, we're on here. We're talking about how many revives you've probably saved the community. So I understand if you just can't do champ reviews too often, but I did enjoy when you did them. What's up, Pixie? Shaby, how you doing, man? H. Danny Juggernaut, so fun. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Damage is cool, man. Should I rank up Cage or Silk? I would go Luke Cage. All right, let's dial it in. I think we need to get rid of her. I don't think we're going to have much success versus with Gentle. All right. Nico, huh? All right. Who's a good counter against Red Skull? So if you can keep the armor break, if you can armor break, that's a really good one. If you're like an emergency scenario, Kushala can be pretty good sometimes. I had gotten pretty good at America Chavez versus Red Skull. The Iron Fist Relic was super helpful for that. You can't stun him, but the spacing is really good, and all his buffs power her up too. I like Red Skull as a defender quite a bit. I've struggled with Caroline against him. I think it's because I haven't had enough practice with it. Like, I'm enjoying all the questing content, so I don't really want it to stop. However, if like we don't get a ton of, although we're in the new mode next month, you guys all ready to throw up in your mouths? Please, like, get a bowl or something next to you because I don't want to be the cause of you guys like ruining your furniture or something. Okay, here it comes. I've actually enjoyed this Battlegrounds experience. Trust me, I get it. I think it's because I completely went in not even expecting to make it to the Gladiator circuit. But this meta is just so ridiculous that like I've backdoor won so many of my matchups. Like I've got like ranked 2 champions in here and it's going well. I've actually enjoyed this. I know. I am a little angry at myself for saying it, but I do need to be honest. And it's been pretty cool. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. I'm jealous. Dude. Oh, before Heather. I know, dude. He's terrible in this meta, which is the only thing that's kind of stinky. But I'm really pumped up on that. I'm looking forward to the next couple of months. Unfollowing Block. Cyber, I would unfollow Block. I would thumb this down. I trust me, I get it. And I'm not, here's the thing. I'm not telling you that you should enjoy it. I'm just saying I've actually kind of enjoyed it. And I think that's because my account's nowhere near ready to be like a serious Battlegrounds player. And as a result, I've been able to kind of just enjoy the experience, you know? Come on, dude. Damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Charles, I honestly think it's because it's kind of like why I'm having so much fun in the exact same game, but I'm having fun free to play when spending, you know, so much of what Kabam did was bothering me. I think it's because there's like, I don't have expectation at all. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it took too long. In a strange way, even though this meta is super frustrating at times and random, it does make it easy for folks to advance. Because of this, like literally, I mean, who knows? Maybe they disconnected. We have no idea what happened on the other side of the screen, right? But just, it's like, just try. You never know. People are incentivized to go so hard to try to get that super fast score. Mistakes are all over the place. Weird matchups. Like it, yeah. Nah, he rage quit. Yeah, we all know likely that's what happened because we've all done it ourselves too. I've had matches where I'm like, nah, F this, I'm moving on, you know? And so I get it. And I also want to be clear on this, all jokes aside, I fully understand and respect why your higher tier players, Battlegrounds players who take it seriously, why they absolutely loathe this. Because if I was still doing that, I would loathe this too. But, you know, happy-go-lucky me being like, yay, let's try a rank 2 Chill. Let's see how it goes. I'm like, oh, this is pretty fun. I've had some ugly wins. Yeah, absolutely. Caroline versus Iron Man has made a lot of people rage quit. Versus my Iron Man. Is he incinerate immune? I've caught a couple of people with similar things where I'm like, oh, they don't know. I can't think of what it is. OG Iron Man gets so much hate. Oh, OG Iron Man. That's right. He's immune to what? Like cold snap and incinerate? He has some weird immunities. All right. You gotta go. You gotta go. And I think you. Tanky and Incinerate immune. I hope he shines in these new modes Kabam's got coming up. There's a lot of champions like him that are really good. They just don't fit in with the current game. But they're really good. They just weren't good for like the new meta defenders or whatever, or like the nodes that have been put in various quests. But dude, he was at that time I was still like in a lot of communication with some of the guys at Kabam. Like we were MCoC buddies, and the guy that worked on the buff, I believed him. He was legitimately scared to put that champ in the game. Like he was like, he's really powerful. I'm legitimately like worried. So it's kind of just a little evidence on like how strong the champion is. Why decide if you can have both? I mean, I don't know exactly what you're referring to, Tempest, but I'm a big fan of that way of thinking in general. Oh, Tanky and Entertainment? Oh, wait, what? Might as well take up Toad at this point. Whoa, why are we recommending Toad? What is going on? Am I not policing the chat well enough? Do we take shoot. We're doing it. I didn't like doing it, but we have to. I've caught people trying to Medusa my Sentinel. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, I could see that. Especially with him even being a robot, they're probably like, oh, this is going to be easy. All right. Yeah, I didn't think they don't have an easy one on their hands over there. All right. You promise you'll ban anyone who's Charles, you'll get it if you swear, if you take the oath. Oh, you'd put JK. I thought we had I thought we were friends, Charles. All right. No, that was a mistake. Yeah, shoot. I should not have done that. I'm dashing in too early. Luke just had, I think you guys understand what I'm doing there, but Luke just has a really quick animations and heavy, and so I'm just taking the chance that he'll be able to get it off in time. Oh man, I really clubbed this bad. Man, how many times am I gonna mess that up? We got a watch streak. Schmiggy, 3-stream watch streak. Heck yeah, man. Appreciate the support, man. Thanks for showing up. I actually thought we had a chance. I was crazy. Cage hate? Why are we hating on Cage? No. No, he's very good. Am I still a channel member? I think so. Yeah, it says channel member, Faith. All right. This was the side I actually thought we had a chance of doing something on. All right. Gotta love Enchantress, right? Another miss. Another miss. This was fun. I thought we actually had a chance too. Damn. Terrible luck. Yeah. Dude, why? I know. It's Enchantress, like... Yeah. I think we actually really could have won that. I was watching the MCoC Encyclopedia stream this weekend, or I was driving, and so I was listening. And he was talking about how, like, Enchantress at, like, high levels of Battlegrounds has fallen off as a defender. She's still great. I think we saw her rated as an 8 out of 10 as a defender. But there are answers to her, right? And those sorts of things. But at the like level of BGs he's playing, she's still a nightmare. And like, dude, could you more evidence of it right there? You know, going to drink 5 ways, just for Enchantress, bro. Dude, are the wave videos out? I'm actually like very curious about them. I think today's the day. I still ban Enchantress every time. That one was particularly bad. That was a particularly nasty one. And I have Luke Cage. My science roster is strong, so I don't think I'm going to be banning her, but we'll see. It depends on the meta and stuff. Her RNG is so... I think that is what's annoying about her, is it's so much of it's RNG. I'm 30k units away from getting Deathless Thanos. I can get about 40k right before Banquet. I never taken Banquet seriously, but do you think it's possible to catch up to this chase while still using 40 of Banquet a year? You're grinding those units out, I assume? Dude, I'm starting to fight some nasty accounts here. Don't they know I'm just supposed to get a red carpet welcoming? Damn. I think Mitt Poyerass is going to have his way with my account. That Spider-Woman fight. Wait a minute. That was really fast, wasn't it? That spider... Was that a rank 5 Spider-Woman versus my null? Yeah, my null's only rank 3. Yeah. Jesus. I don't think we're winning this one, boys. You know you're doing well, man, when you see a servant come up in this meta and you shuffle out of it. Your draft is looking good. Oh, man. Oh my god. Jeez. Oh my goodness gracious, man. What's up, Word? These are some hefty accounts. Yeah. All right. I think we got a shot, though. We'll see. That was a rank 5 Nico Minoru, dude. All right. This is what I mean. Like, the off-meta rank-ups always feel fun in the moment, but you make sure you're just committed to it. Because then you come into a matchup where someone's got a rank 5 Nico Minoru in a rank 5 Serpent or a rank 5 Onslaught, and it's like, I like, you know, I like Toad, you know. It's like, do you really? All right, man. After this match, I might need a little break, and we'll get back to the chat a little bit. What was he? Whatever, it's fine. Be a passive. Thanks. Unbelievable. That's my fault. That was winnable too. We're throwing over here. Deathless Anna's so annoying. I truly continue to, can you still get dropped? Yeah. I continue to forget about the Ghost Unmute. I like it's something, I think I'm just not playing the meta enough. So I forgot. That's where the mistakes started happening. Here's good. If you could just remove a few characters from the game to make it better, who would you remove? Let's say 5 champions you can delete. You're on the YouTube side, so we're gonna take it. Plus, I love you, Carl. Nico Minoru, Deathless Thanos, Serpent, Photon, and this is just off the top of my head. It'd be tough for me to say remove Kushala, but she may need it. Let me think that through. Well, we don't need to remove Kate because she's not a 7-star, and I think even they aren't that whatever to release her as a 7. Cool. What am I doing wrong? I think I'm dashing in too fast or something. But I messed that up with Luke a bunch of times too. No, that was late. Zachary, all right, we'll get to that, and we'll do that top 5 too in a minute. Thanks for using your channel points, bud. All right, I was actually hoping when there's always a little part of me. I think I just need to get over it when I do Battlegrounds of knowing the person potentially is watching. And I drafted the Kindred. If we go way back, I drafted the Kindred hoping to pull out that Photon. So this actually worked out perfectly. I don't know if we place first or they do, though. They do. Okay. Strange is just going to eat. Strange is just gonna destroy that my null, isn't he? I was surprised how quickly my null went down last round. Yeah. All right, let's hope for some good RNG. If we had good RNG, Luke can destroy this, even with the current meta. Love that she got up and threw that special right away. That was really kind of her. There's no reason to rush this. We're either winning or we're not. Watch, we're going to lose by 1 second after I said it. Yeah. Feels good. See what I mean? When you like, this is what it's like. I don't know how else to explain this, but there's this bizarre joy and satisfaction that's like, you didn't spend any money. Like, it's not about how much money you have or whatever. It's more just like, yeah. Smoked them. You got it right, Cyber. Massive right hook. That ended up being closer than I thought it was going to be too. It would have been funny to have lost by 1 second after I'm like, we're either winning or not. No reason to rush it. And it's like, actually, technically, you probably should have thrown your special earlier. There's the blade piece, man. So do we get shiny blade now? And I have no idea what this duck is doing. I think we might add it to the deck as a like. I don't know what's going on either. He looks like, I can't tell if he's mad or celebrating or what. But we gotta add, I think we gotta add him to the deck, man. You gotta have a duck in your deck. Let's get rid of the spitting coffee, as much as I like my Deadpool. Yeah, I think we're shaping up for a nice little emote deck. We can high five and say hello. We can randomly duck people. We got the old man yelling at clouds, which I think is very fitting. You guys told me that the Iceman's giving someone the cold finger, the middle finger, so I like that. And then the let them eat cake. I think that works. Now it's time to go buy Blade. I would remove Nico. From what? What happened? Who did what? Why? To get that blade? I don't understand anymore, old man Easy. I'm confused. Don't confuse me, please. It's not very nice. All right, now we can go buy blade. There. I had to spend units to get not Iron Lord. What the hell's his name? Star Lord. Dude, this is sweet. I'll get hate if I say that this was actually a fun chase, right? I don't know. They're both kind of badass. Fury's kind of the one. For those who don't know, little history, little fact that few people know. I accidentally bought this Fury. So this account, I will say, spent I think like $4.99 or something like that once. It was like $2.99 or $4.99. I thought I was on my deleted pay to win account. and I bought like a unit deal or something, or the unit card maybe it was. And I was streaming the account at the time, and I was like, guys, this is what happened. What do I do? I've contacted Kabam support, and they won't undo it because it was a card, and like I had collected like the 30 units or whatever. And I was like, do I delete the account? What do I do? Because I want it to be completely free to play. And it was the chat that actually came up with the idea. They're like, just use the units and buy this profile picture, and the Fury profile picture was up. So that's why the Fury profile picture has been the Fury profile picture for so long. I think a little bit of a break wouldn't be the big of a deal, though. Dude, the Blade one's so cool. When I saw it on Sammy's profile, I was like, that's cool, man. So we're changing it just for a little while. I already changed it. Let me see him, dude. Dude, there it is, man. Sammy's probably gone. But Sammy, if for some reason you're still here, dude, are you doing a video on the Ring 5 Blade? He just looks so damn cool, man. They've really done a phenomenal job with the art on these Stellar Forge champions. All right, let's get back to the chat. I said, you aren't free to play. I know. Trust me, I know. I'll wear that like a scarlet letter on my chest. Pitchforks. Chase was fun besides BG's. Yes, cancel GG's. All right, it's good to know. All right, look, we've established a relationship where we're going to tell each other things that we know that we might not like, but at least we know we mean it. And I appreciate you guys letting me know I'm canceled. My whole world is a lie. Yes, as soon as my sister can't get updated. All right, cool, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that video, Sammy. All right, I'm back. I had to make sure my workers were working. Yeah. That's awesome, man. What's up, Wolf? All right. The Vega free to play files are dropping. $2.99. What about small spending? Yeah. All right. Let's get back to it. We had a couple like what was the top 5 champions if this was truly like going to be a balanced game. Listen, guys. I'm just gonna say something right now because I think this is something that got easily confused by people. I do think it was motivated reasoning, but I am not looking to pick on anyone or anything like that. I'm giving my honest thoughts. The fact that if you have a certain knowledge set, that is not my intention. That's not what I do. It's just truly what I think. It happens to land a certain way. This is not a motivation, okay? If I was truly to just... Let's do... So, look, I mean, I honestly think the one people would look at the most on this, it was science, would be either Photon or Spider-Woman. Photon's... She's like flirting with it, and I think as a community we kind of got used to her. There were some options. Crossbones eventually came out, and then of course Zemo. The real irony is Zemo actually came out before Photon. I've been doing some research for something, a little research project I'm working on. And if you saw my tweet today, you know that like I'm really enjoying Zemo experience having at rank 4. So like I think let's put a pencil in Photon, because the thing is like her attacking. There's a reason why like when I was trying to simplify the Maw fight yesterday, when people were asking, like I could tell like they just didn't know how Maw worked, which is fine. It's good. I'm glad they came to my stream and asked questions. That's why we stream. Or one of the reasons we stream, and particularly that, is I use Photon, I believe, to show like, okay, listen, she just doesn't miss, right? Mediums. And then when you get to her damage mode, and you got to do some things to get more damage, and her damage isn't like outrageous. So she's like one of these weird collections where like, I think let's put a button in there to be like maybe. Studious Vega Day. Oh yeah, you got that right, Zachary. I think potentially Okoye, but we're even seeing ways of them slowing her down that aren't too crazy. I think if Okoye didn't have her, I can't think of what ensnare with the ability accuracy reduction. Possibly. But I think for some people, it would actually end up being a buff if they remove the ability accuracy reduction. I think the one true like is Kate. Kate's the one that's like, how did this even like? There's no way anyone could look you in the eye with a straight face, or maybe they're this skilled at it and be like, we thoroughly tested Kate and found her to be well within the range of normal. You know, like it's just not. It's just not. It's just not possible. So I think Kate would be the one you'd have to move here. It's tough between Jean Grey and Onslaught because explaining why I think Jean is better than Onslaught is always very difficult to truly do. Because I think it's more of like the challenges that have been presented to us. I think Jean is so much easier to play, and her shield is so it's too much. It's too extra. I'd take hazard shift fights with her. She's not immune to anything. She's not resistant to anything, like at all. And so yeah, I think Jean would probably need to go. But then Onslaught's the one that's like, oh, they're immune to it. Don't worry, you just put a passive on. Like, wait, what? How did? That's weird. So I think Jean and Onslaught are two of the biggest offenders. I think Cosmic's where it really shows. Serpent and Maestro Serpent and Deathless Thanos just go. Like as defenders and attackers, way too much, way too strong, way too much utility, way too much damage, it shuts down way too many attackers. Even the right attackers with certain metas like don't work. Like it's just and the reason why I say this is like it takes away the nodes in the quest. Like the defender themselves is the boss. And so you add any nodes, you add any quest, you add any interactions, and it's just like, dude, what is this? Like what are we trying to do here? And so Serpent and Deathless Thanos just way too far. Like so not even within the realm of whatever. I'm gonna get to Captain Britain, and here's why I see her different, man. Is I don't like her, and I think that's a big part of what's going on with Battlegrounds. I think it's a big part of what's going on with Ascension. I think Kabam's like realized the community just does not like this. But all they have to do is put Neuroshock immunity on champions. Like, and I'm sure that's the plan. I'm sure we'll continue to see tech champions with it. And what I think everyone will find is Captain Britain's not hard to fight at all. Her animations are very easy. Her general threat of her kit is solely in those neuroshocks. That's it. That's literally it. And so she's going to be turned off really easy. Where what you end up with Deathless Thanos and Serpent is you end up with this. Where Kushala, overpowered. Nico Minoru, overpowered. Right? Like Doctor Strange, kind of overpowered. Spider-Man for Peter Parker, overpowered. And you could just continue on down the list. Madeline Pryor, might be overpowered. Magic, when you look at what she does to those champions, it's a bit ridiculous. That's why I have so much respect for champions like Shaktra, Spiral, White Tiger. Like, they do not feel like overpowered champions, but somehow they did a phenomenal job of being able to take those threats and not just make a mockery of the game. Where the rest of Spider-Man Peter Parker, you literally just parry in heavy. That's it. And the opponent just doesn't throw a special. Yeah, we got to put him in the highest tier. The Illuminati's right. I had him in the highest tier. I was like, it feels a little too early. I really want that highest tier to just show how broken those champions are. And the guys are like, dude, he's there. So yeah. Let me see. Let's look at the other classes. Oh, so if we're looking at Mystic, though, definitely Nico. Nico is the epitome of spreadsheet, this game being designed by a spreadsheet. We built 2 threats that are 4s. We now need to make an attacker who's a 5. And it's just that's how the unnecessary power creep happens, you know? So yeah. So I think Nico's the worst defender by far of the Mystic class. Although, if you removed Serpent and Thanos, you probably don't need to remove Nico. That's one thing I really like about Nico, is if you just go take a generic mutant attacker, she doesn't feel overpowered at all, you know? Tech, Honestly, guys, the stupid one is Solvark. He's the dumb one. I'll get that video out when he comes to the basics, so everyone can see just like how dumb he is. Yeah, so I think you got Serpent, Thanos, Onslaught, Jean Grey, and maybe Photon. I don't know. Photon feels pretty borderline to me. Yeah, curious what you guys all think. Kindred's nasty. Kindred has a little bit of cheap in him. There's a little bit of cheap in Kindred, but overall, he feels like a really healthy defender for this kind of game. For this kind of game. Wave is a response to Nico. I mean, maybe. I guess. No, you're probably right. Like, that just shows you how, like, this is why I have a love-hate with these sorts of champions. I love playing Nico against Thanos and Serpent and all that stuff. I really do. This is why I hate them, though, is I know that now we need to have Cosmic Defender, whatever, anti-Nico. And then it's like, we're just unnecessarily accentuating the power creep. And it's dumb. And then the fact that Nico is this outrageously tanky, annoying defender that interacts so bizarrely against the class science, right? That like now she's necessitating like specific counters because of like all the things that she's requiring on the defensive side. It's just like, again, what should have been power crept over like 5 years happened in like 1 month. It's just, nah. Yeah. What's the plan for history? Basically me just like yapping. A lot of old man, clouds, that kind of stuff. No. Let's see. You guys had some good ideas. Let's see. What are we doing? Well, we should do a Battlegrounds match, I think, obviously, right? Because you need to do at least one. What is this? Incinerate poison? Oh, that'll be fun. Striking the defender is there seriously a hazard shift node in the striking the defender? The defender. Oh, but health still doesn't matter, right? Okay, let's just do one. Did send that account review whenever you get the time. Oh, Zachary, thank you for the reminder. Here, as soon as this is over, let's do it. Golden days were Doom slapping everyone. I mean, isn't that wild, man? That there was a time where Doom and Fury were like supposed to be the most broken champions in the game. Not even close anymore. Not even close. I'm just sorry I forgot, Zachary, that's all. Shilling, so that's interesting. I'm looking forward to the CCP videos on way. I'll obviously be checking out Grass. I don't remember if Newt said he was going to make one or not. What was I saying? Is I thought I punished Nico's specials a couple times on stream, only for us to find out that no, dude. I thought I punished it and missed despite having neuroshocks up, and then maybe it was even you. It was one of the regular the folks who attends quite a bit and chats showed that no, she had actually she had light intercepted me, and it was like, how did she have time to do that? Like, her recovery is outrageous, dude. And so that's really interesting there. That they had to build a champion to like account for it, or they chose to build a champion to account for it, I guess. If she's on Demons, I can screw. She definitely has. She, to me, pretty clearly has some biases in her kit. Maybe she's just so tanky and annoying that it's one of those ones where it feels like she does and she actually doesn't. But yeah, it feels pretty clear that she's got some biases. It's why I go for underrated and underappreciated champs. Chasing this in this chain of champs designed to be problems and solutions is so tiring. Absolutely, man. 100%. When I get the OP ones, I'm still gonna rank them because they're OP. But but I hear you. Ooh. Let's go. Minister Sinister good for defense or attack? Amazing for attack. He's like a threatening defender in the right scenario. It's very similar to Cat Britain in that all they have to do is just put out champions who like remove his defensive threat, because his specials aren't hard to dex, his animations aren't tough or anything like that. It was just that like if you crit him, he wasn't going to die, and also he could throw the debuffs back on you. So that's why like robots are good for him, or the non-critters, and so that's why his defensive value has fallen. Okay, Jack Leonard. All right. What was this node set, man? It was like, it was a hazard shift, and then I think they had advanced combat power rate to special 2. Oh, that's not good. Attacker health doesn't matter, right? That's for the whole season. I'm starting to get clipped by special steps when I'm trying to punish a heavy. I didn't think that could interrupt its moves. Dude, so the whole joke about like they can't learn, I think that's one of those like half-truth things that a lot of tech companies do these days. That the AI probably technically can't learn, like especially like in a coding sense, but the AI has obviously adapted, sped up tremendously, and is doing things it never used to do. And so while that might not technically be considered learning, as far as the players are concerned in our experience, the AI has clearly learned. And it's just one of those like, it can't learn. Yeah, it's just one of those ones where it's like why, man, why are you doing this? You know? All right. Did you finish Crucible in the free-to-play camp? No. In fact, I can't. I'm not sure if I'm going to Crucible next or to Necropolis. Crucible is just massive, but I think it would give me the tier 7 basic. I think that I need to take the next 5, so it might be the smarter play. I don't have a watch time command, unfortunately, Armageddon. To be honest, I'm not sure. I wouldn't know how to really set that up. But that's interesting to know. That might be something people are interested in knowing. I think I need this to kill. No, why did I do that? That was so dumb. Oh, it still worked. What do you know? Which rank are you at? Number one. We're number one. Why is he still playing BGs? Because it's fun. Just to get my one match in for the ladder circuit. I mean, if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna keep going. That's a cool picture of America. I like how they're assuming you've made it to the gladiator circuit without yet knowing how to build a deck. Doesn't that feel a little backwards? Congratulations on making the gladiator circuit. Here's how to play Battlegrounds. What? Where are we, man? We're not in Mysterium. We're not in Quantum. We're not in Arcane. Dude, we're in Gamma? Dude, you get a ton of freaking Radiance, man. I'll take it, dude. This is awesome. We're not going to do it today, but we might play a little more, man. A little more Battlegrounds before it's over. Battlegrounds, yeah, dude, I'm going to be on stage. I'm going to beat Cantona next year. That's cool pictures, huh? Sammy, because you know exactly, right? You know exactly. YouTubers are like, ooh, that's nice. I'll just borrow that. All right, Zachary, I'm so sorry, man. Also with the blade profile, the man of taste. 5-6 dust. That's cool, man. Ascension level 2. Wow. She hit like a truck or what? Are you? Hopefully, Zachary's here. Okay, Zachary is still here. Ascension 2 got the Magneto relic on. All right, man. Ascension 1, 5 of 6 null. I know he hits like a truck because my rank 3 Ascension 1 hits like a truck. Shothra, phenomenal champion, man. And then the 5-6 Serpent, just to make sure no one likes you. Very, very cool, dude. And the Hulkling Relic. What's the Hulkling Relic doing? Oh, we can't see it, unfortunately. But that's very nice, man. 101 Alliance Winner VPs. Nice, dude. Very cool profile, Zachary. Full of rank 5s. Ascension 2. Do they feel different? I feel like they do. Like the videos I've watched and stuff, it feels like you're like noticing it because it's a full rank, dude. You know? That'd be like having a rank 6 dust, basically. They need to get Gambit right on that dust. She's a bigger beast. Yeah, I'm a little curious about the but sometimes like because that's they might be using dust as a dual threat. And so it might be there because the Magneto relics. I think some of the Magneto relics have. Are they all offensive use, or is there no? Relics are a tricky bit, man, because it's very account specific, you know. Whatever. Okay. Do we have any crystals open? I'm saving Titans. I think you guys know that. I'm gonna wait now. Let's open this. Let's see if we can get Ghost Rider. Shilling, some of the CCP videos are out already for Wave. All right, cool. Grass usually does a good job of getting his out like immediately, or like when the embargo drops. Airwalker's not available as a 7-star. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the Coliseum for a little while for the rest of the stream. Finish that stuff up. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to the Titans. I'm waiting for the changeover. Dude, the pool looks like it's going to be ridiculous. Like very, very strong. Not sure exactly who it's going to be. I think there's a lot of like uncertainty on if Bong's going to be in there or not. Oh, dude. Okay. I mean, I have relics I very much would love to awaken. I really do not have a Venom relic, but I don't think I'd be. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to rank up Venom anytime too soon. 18 days can't come fast enough. Dude, I'm very excited for it. Madeline's in there. Is Ghost Rider going to be in there too? It's one of those really interesting ones where like it feels like the very recent champions are going to be in somehow. I think I need to awaken my Scarlet Witch. Oh, nice, dude. I think that is an initial awakening. No, we already had it awakened. Okay. I'm still very excited about that. That's an extremely powerful one, particularly for my girl Kushala. I imagine it'd be good for Strange as well. We'll pop the rest of these. There's no reason to spend them out. But we do really very much... Dude, we needed that. Okay. Here, let's go to Champions. No, I don't mean to be 7 stars. 5 star. Sentinel Relic. And get it on Sentinel. That's cool. This is what I mean. Like, there's so much still for this account to go. Okay, well, I can figure that out later. We don't need to do that on stream right now. Huge win. Yeah, I might throw it on Bastion just to get the 5-star on him. I need to go through there and look at it. I don't think we'll do that today on stream. And then here, let's just pop these. I don't know how good the Venom Relic is at this low of a variety, but I'd still be excited to get it. And another Sentinel? Dude, all of a sudden we're just like swimming in Sentinels. This is good. MD, what's up, Killmonger? Or Sentinel, I suppose. Yeah. I have to look at it because it almost feels like the Green Goblin one might be better for Sentinel in some strange way. I'll admit I haven't really looked at those very closely in a very long time. All right. Yeah, and then this one. Didn't mean to skip you. All right, that's cool. Nighttime is what you meant is a time difference. Harsh, I'm sorry, was that for me, bud? What did I say? Hey, what's up, Pixel? How you doing, bud? And yeah, in case you guys are talking to me, I live in San Francisco, California. So it's 11:06 a.m. here. All right, let's go. I guess let's go finish off the Maw, dude. Get that done. Get that Titan Nexus, which again I will be saving for looks like 18 days from now. Do we have 2 Titans already? Jeez Louise. Okay. This feels crazy, dude. I just like Kaban. Okay, let me. So much to want to continue to spend the game. I'll buy the pass in daily units, and that's about it this year. Yeah, I mean, you know, when I say free to play, I realize it's like a thing on its own. If you're free to play, you are free to play. It's not like, oh, well, I also buy this, and they're like, no. Because I've seen people say that, and it's like, that's not free to play, man. Why are you co-opting the name? Like, the name literally means free. Like, it's right there. And so if I wasn't doing that, for I think for the like the challenge or whatever it's called, however you want to like kind of say it. I think the plat pass and the sigil. The sigil, I feel like, is sometimes a good value, and I feel like sometimes it's really not. It's a weird one, in my opinion. I think they're constantly looking for ways to have it be a good value. It's just a tough one to keep at a constant good value. And like, it's tough, dude, right? Like I've said, like learning all the things I have over the last 12, 18 months. A lot of people are like so okay with the way Kabam does things because they're like, well, that's just games now. And I think for a lot of us, it's like, maybe it shouldn't be games now. Or like, just because someone does something like not okay, doesn't mean it's okay for other people to now do things that are not okay, you know? My hope is that, as Kabam continues to transition this game, that the things like, selling nerfed champions, the shadow nerfs, the secret nerfs. I'm trying to think of all the different terms people come to say without like saying the lying word. Things like echo damage change, like the daunted champion change that they like. So like this is why I was so upset's not the right word, but why I had the reaction I did to that. Is I was like, Kabam, you should know by now that you just don't go and just change things in the game. You learned nothing from Shocker. And you're letting it happen again. And there's no reason for that. It's your game. You can change things. Totally fine. We all get it. Doesn't mean we like it, but we get it. And so that's why that one hit me so hard, is because, and why I wanted you all to know about it, is to know that like them doing it a second time that we know of shows that they've learned nothing, that they're very okay with it, that they can and will do it again. Like they didn't even acknowledge it, right? That it happened. My hope is that as they create the game that they want to create, those things just basically stop happening. Because there's no reason for them to happen at all. I mean, there never was a reason for them to happen out of nowhere and just be like kind of hotfixed in the game. There never was a good justification for that. But things like this echo damage, that's obviously an issue that was created by decisions, over the last 3 or 4 years. And as they kind of like, not codify, that's probably the wrong word, but as they dial these things down, make design decisions and questing decisions with these things in knowledge, or with the knowledge of these things, that we won't get those surprise changes and things like that in the future. Or they'll be like very, very rare instead of feeling like just a monthly occurrence. Like I was actually thinking about it. I was setting up for the stream because I was considering doing a thumbnail on the YouTube side, right? That was different than what I've been doing for the blade piece grind. Even though I'm, putting the date in yellow, I realized it kind of looks like the same stream. And I was going to kind of make a joke about that whole, like, it's been so many days since our last, workplace accident or whatever. And write something about Kabam and how it's been so many days since their last shadow nerf or change or something like that. Ultimately, I decided against it because I want to be mindful of how much I, like, make jokes like that. But it did come from a real place, and it was actually kind of like complimentary of, it feels like it's been a solid, month or two since Kabam's done something like that. And that's pretty good. That's a sign of like progress. The addition of the additional GEC and adding the free boxing movements in the sigil. As of right now, I do not miss the sigil at all. But, that could change. Dude, my phone's doing the random heavy thing now. That's not good. Yeah, that's not going to connect. That was a bad time to throw that. I have a wife, 3 kids, and 2 dogs. You think I have money for MCoC? I barely have money to watch Vega right now. Appreciate the hangout, Stink. Is Gentle worth R4 Vega? Yeah, he's a good champion. He's a good champion. In fact, one of the Illuminati, William, plays in GT40, just took his to rank 5. I just put that on the Discord this morning. Yeah, I'll be right up front. I'm a small arts moderate spender in the past. I have a girlfriend. You think I got money? Yeah, I mean, there's also that. You know, just other things are important. The camp I do for the right side look annoying. I use Kate Bishop. She cheeses that far. Yeah. I did a video on that yesterday. Kate's by far the best. Do I have to spend to get account review? No, shilling. Just do. Well, you have to spend your channel points, but the channel points are only redeemable here, so and you get them for free. I sound like Kabam right now. Be grateful. I'll change it. It's my channel. I'll change the channel point redemption whenever I want. Then perhaps, all right, let's do it, bud. Don't you know how hard I worked on this? I was up till 4 in the morning. Never mind that I didn't wake up till 3 p.m. But I was up till 4 in the morning. All right. Where are you, Thimper? Or are we already friends? Or were you looking for the big one? No, there's a quick profile review. Thimper, where are you, man? Profile review out of stock. Oh yeah, I purpose set it up because I realized like it's fun. I enjoy doing it. But I'm aware that like it might not be the most fun on it for viewers to watch me check out, you know, profiles for 30 minutes. Let me know when you're able to send one, bud. Just send the friend request. I'm getting bored of the moth fight. How many more do we have to do? 13? All right, let's knock this out. We can do it in 2 fights. Vega just announced he is changing the rules of his Discord. You must give you $5 and can only compliment him on how handsome he is. I don't want people to have to lie, Sink. But for doing that, you think about how much currency people will get that's only redeemable on my Discord. I think it's a good value. Lizard, I don't. Well, I think I might have a rank 1 unawakened with it. Yeah, I'm just like not even paying attention. Let's try to focus a little bit here. Yeah, I used a rank 5 A1 lizard. Oh, nice. You know who was pretty good for Ma? Mr. Negative. Interesting. I'm starting to see like some positive Mr. Negative chatter lately. I haven't seen it from the spaces that make me think Kabam's putting something out that's going to be good for Negative yet. But I'm keeping my eye on it now. Like, we all know Aegon's going to be good for something soon, right? Like, it's just, come on. So I'm curious what he's going to be good for. All right, come on, dude. Come the F on. Throw it, dude. Sumo did me good. What? How many bars did you get, dude? The setup just feels like it's taking forever, so I'm just enjoying going in with Luke. Like, the fight's just a little bit more quicker pace, which is also honestly kind of part of what I like playing Luke for, is his fights just feel like a more quick pace fight. Especially when you do that. Fight goes really fast. All right. The in-phase mastery makes it so his counter evade. Oh, we're talking about negative. Thanks for explaining it, Hilgendorf. You think the Aegon should always be good? The thing is as you know, having done the tier list for so long, like when Necropolis came out, dude, so many people were like, "You're too low on Aegon. Don't you see what he does in Necropolis?" And it was like I felt really badly for those people because they obviously didn't understand that that's like after a massive ramp. And then in so much of our questing content, like he doesn't have the opportunity to do all of that. And often some sort of utility is asked for earlier. And so that's why he's ranked where he is. But yeah, Kabam could create something, you know, that makes him really valuable again. I mean, it'd be very easy. Like maybe it's next month's mode. You know? I don't like between. I don't like between. You got between like 10 and 12 bars, I assume. What is Vega doing? No one actually knows, which is part of the enjoyment. We're just finishing off the last milestones in the Coliseum. Also rank 5 though, so I don't know if he agreed for you. Yeah, I have a rank 4. He was fine. It just, I don't know. I'm done with this. You know, it's fun. I thought it was a good event for sure. I'm just done with the general event, and I just want to hit the last milestone and be done with it. I think if I played him well and got him set up, he'd get a fair amount of bars. So I was getting 5 with him, else got 15. Yeah, Grass, I think, put out a video on Lizard being pretty good. All right, I think, well, I mean, we'll go ahead and finish this off, but I think we're done. Oh, no, wait, it was 12 bars I think we needed? I think it was 12. Just a minute, guys. I apologize. Tenta con Britannia. Oh, thank you very much. Unfortunately, I don't have her. But thank you. Sorry, send Portuguese. Oh, I actually thought it was I actually thought it was Spanish, and I was looking it up. No wonder I was like having as much difficulty as I was with it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't have Captain Britain. She's really good though. I know a lot of people had a lot of success with her. Thank you though. I appreciate the suggestion. We just need to get six more bars, and then we're done. We can move on. I think after that, well, maybe we'll do a little of the threat level 4. No, I think I did threat level 4 yesterday. Yeah, I had fun with Doctor Doom. I shouldn't have moved forward. The spacing on it is a little tricky. Yeah, Spanish and Portuguese is similar, especially for screen goes. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't want to say they're the same, that's for sure. They're obviously different. But as someone who speaks very limited Spanish, very, very limited, like a child, I thought it was Spanish. Yeah. That's okay. That has felt more consistent, actually baiting the heavies. Like the spacing on it has felt consistent. Then with the light and then move into it. Oh, yeah. Oh, is that you, Zachary, that was asking along? So you're doing all the grinding for Banquet? Was that you that was asking the question? I apologize. I forgot all about it. Anytime here's the thing, and this is why I had the pause and I asked the question for clarification. Anytime I see anyone talking about taking Banquet seriously, I genuinely get scared for people. I've seen so many people, so many, dude, over my years. Banquet is a blind auction, dude, and the amount of overspending I see on that, I think is like equals and probably supersedes the amount of overspending I see on the rest of the game over the year. One, because it's so visible, so it makes sense, right, that it'd be like what I see. But I think because the number amounts are so large, where it's more obvious the regretful spending, or people being like, I spent way more in Banquet than I should have, but I wanted to try to hit such and such milestone, such and such milestone. And like, while I get it, that makes a lot of money for a clip amp. Okay, I understand. And for years I've been talking to people and being like, it is a blind auction. It is designed to get you to go way over what you initially thought you would have done. Set your budget. And then if you start to have any temptation of going over it, like uninstall the game. Do whatever you have to do. Because while it is really fun, man, I've done well in Banquet before myself, okay? It is really fun. It is ultimately just a game. And so spending all that's probably not worth it. I mean, if it is, and if it's within your budget, fine, go for it. Have a good time. I'm not here to tell you it's not. That was interesting. So that's why your question gave me pause. But if you're grinding out the units, yeah, man, go for it. Like, have fun. Shoot, I'm gonna mess this up. Yeah, because I was busy with my talking. You were talking about money and not units. Yeah, that's why I wanted the clarification. If you're just grinding out units and you're now we're one away. If you're just grinding out units and you're gonna go for it, like, dude, have fun. It's a great time. It is an auction. The crystals are often really good. Now, this last one, we'll know this December if this last one was the outlier or the year before was the outlier. Because the year before was pretty muted. Remember, people weren't having a very good time. The crystals weren't very fun. This year, they had Yusafa set the drop rates. I mean, and it's not, again, I'm just reporting stuff to you guys. I think it's important that you know these things. He literally said in a video that he was up till 12:30 in the morning. He did say helping. He didn't take sole credit for it. Helping them set the drop rates for the crystals and like what was in the crystals. And that was the day the event went live. He also then placed third in the event, where third was the cutoff for a certain rewards bracket in a blind auction. And he was rewarded with a Kabam creator code for his efforts. If that right there, if those three facts don't give you pause about spending money on this game in totality, much less Banquet in specific, I don't know what I could ever say to you to make you think like, maybe this game is a carnival. It's a fun game. It is a really fun, cool game, but it is inside a massive, massive carnival where the fix is in. Like, and so if they bring in Yusafa or whatever principles he applied to make the crystals really fun to open, like, dude, my free-to-play account with Lesson and Odin crushed it. Then yeah, dude, I mean, saving units is for sure the way to go, you know? Because it's going to be a great time. You can be able to power up your accounts massively and have a good time doing it. But if they go back to where they went 2 years ago, you'd be way better off spending your units on Cyber Weekend, which is what a lot of us thought was going to happen this year. But, you know, it ended up being wrong because of what they chose to do with Banquet. So that's the thing. It's just like everything else in the game, like ranking champion, spending money on crystals, whatever. You are completely subject to the whims of Kabam. You know? All right, we've already hit it. I don't want to do this fight anymore. I'm kind of bored of the fight anyways. Oh, there's Yusafa right there. Play your game, I'll play mine. I mean, I'd prefer there not to be fights in the chat, but I think that's fine. I mean, Yusafa, you do have to, like, consider those facts. I'm not accusing you of you doing anything underhanded. I do think you have to look at those facts as an outsider and be like, wait a minute. The guy that set the drop rates won the event, and then he's getting a monetary prize for it? Something's wrong there. Like, we're choosing to play the game. We're choosing to spend our time and money on it. But, like, where else in the world would someone, like, knowingly do that? You know? Like, you can play that game, but expecting other people to play it when they know all of that, I think is... I mean, it's working out for Kabam. People are still playing and spending. And if I have my facts wrong, please tell me. But I could swear that in your video, you said you're up till 12:30 in the morning helping them set the drop rates. You then came in third, which was the final space for the highest scoring thing. You then got a creator code, which you had been campaigning for. If that's wrong, please let me know. I would love to know. I'm not accusing you of doing anything wrong. I'm saying I don't think it's smart for other people to spend money on a game where someone gets to do that. Yeah, did I get a Vega in chat, do I use a rank 4 science gem on Photon or Spot? Spot is Photon. Photon is a much better champion. Much, much better. Now, with the upcoming modes, Spot is one of those champions that could elevate in their prominence, but we don't know what the upcoming modes are going to be, and Photon is one of the best champions in the game. My bad for starting all this with just calculating. No, dude, there's nothing wrong. Again, like, if someone's upset by this, I wouldn't know what to tell them, because it's like we're literally just saying facts of what we were told happened. I don't understand how that could be upsetting to someone. Like, or it's, I'm upset that you are saying the things that have happened, which is again where I do often find myself with Kabam, where they're like, I can't believe you're saying it. I'm like, well, then maybe don't do it. And they're like, maybe you shouldn't say it. And it's like, well, wait, you're upset that I'm saying what you did? Like, you literally did it. I'm not making it up. So yeah. So don't worry about it. No, Vega, he good. I think he misunderstands. I'm not saying he is scummy. I'm saying the thing. Yeah, I don't think Yusuf is scummy. And I didn't think you were saying that either. And he has a right to say what he has to say. And the communication's tough in here too. I like Yusufa for what it's worth. He probably thinks some of the stuff I've done is weird. Facts frequently upset people. Yeah. Doesn't mean they're facts. Yeah. And as far as like calculating the units, dude, we have no idea. We like, again, and I think this is where we often end up with problems with this game too, is we don't know what Kabam, like, they're probably not going to, but like next Coliseum, they might be like, ooh, the 4-5 gem is now at 500 points. And we'll be like, wait, what, why? And they have employees who do this. We'll be like, just because we did something once doesn't mean we'll do it again. They love saying that. They love, like, or it feels as if they love saying it because they say it so much. And so I think we, at some point, we need to believe them, right? And be like, okay, just because they did something once doesn't mean they will do it again. All right, let's go ahead and look at these reviews. Thimper, all right, man. Yeah, facts. Oh, wait, okay, he's sorry. And dude, if you ever wanted to like get on call or something and do this, well, whatever. Facts are, I worked with Command to work the drop rates and crystal content. I also spent a ton of money. I also have CG code for content creation. To mutual. Okay. All right. You did place third as well, right, Yusafa? You placed third in the whole event, which was the final, like, marker of the highest tier. And I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm saying if a company is at the point where they let a YouTuber create the drop rates and then compete in the event itself, there's already something very wrong. There's already, like, why invite that sort of scrutiny at all? Like, why invite those sorts of things in? I placed there. Yeah. I'm not accusing you of anything. You know, I like you, like, all of that stuff. What I'm saying is like, and it's very clear what I'm saying. Yeah. And hopefully they bring you in again to set the drop, or to help set the drop rates, because it produced one of the most fun events I think people will have in memory. And while you may not have been given the creator code for that, like, we have no idea what happened behind closed doors, I think it would be odd if you did not feel that it was obvious you were openly campaigning for it. The banquet happened, and then you got the code in a very short period of time. So they may have been related, they may not have been. Yeah. It's just the optica. There's no wrongdoing. Yeah, I'm not accusing of any wrongdoing. It's the optics of it, and it's one of the many reasons why I don't feel like spending on the game is a good idea. That was one of the best banquets in memory. I think it was the best banquet ever. Yeah. And I've been playing it a very long time. All right, let's do this. Thimper, with the 5 of 6 Ascension level 2 Lizard, dude, congratulations.
Because you had to get him early. You had, like, that's not possible anymore. 5 of 6 Iron Man Ascension 2. How's he feel, dude? That's one where I can't make the jump. I want to so bad. I want to so bad. God, I hope Kabam gives like defenders that he's good for, like tough defenders. And then the Maestro. You have a tanky BG's defense there, man. And then the 5 of 6 Ascension 2 Null. Who I know hits like a truck, because as I've said a few times in the stream already, my rank 3 Ascension 1 is outrageous. So rank 5 Ascension 2. It's like, that's 2.5 ranks higher. Oh my God. Yeah, I missed the banquet, but I vote Yusafa. Yeah, I think they should just hire Yusafa. They should just literally do that. Then optics would be great. Like, they've hired a ton of players to do a lot of things for the game. My understanding is they hired a player to do quests and encounters. As I've said, the last 3 months, quests and encounters have been phenomenal. I was on Kabam's Discord 2 days ago. I don't remember why I was on at that point, but I was. And someone named Pyrite, who I think I know who they are, but I think they want to remain like private on it, and I think that's fair. But they are showing I'm a Kabam employee. Like, they're in chats being like, I'm a Kabam employee. They're not using their private account to hide that they're a Kabam employee. So I do think those are very different things. And so I was, to make the story short, they said that they helped create the pool of champions that you could collect from the Karinas Volume 4. And I was like, dude, you did a phenomenal job. Because as someone who came through and was like, I can pinpoint a champion. I was able to pinpoint Serpent. Because we were between Jean Grey, Sinister, and Serpent. I pulled Jean Grey from a crystal. And then I was, as a result, I was like, I can get Serpent and a generic gem. And there was enough 6 zones to take him to 200. And that made it so I could do the Karinas. It was like, and he said that that was actually intentional. I was like, it felt like it had to have been. I think it's great that they hired him, you know? And I think the guy, no, he is public. I know he is. They've shouted him out. Bitter Steel, my understanding is he was hired to do encounters. I'm sure there's other people working on encounters. I'm sure it's not just him. So there's probably a variety of people that deserve credit. However, we as a community know that he was hired to do it. What I think they're calling encounters is like the quests and the stuff we play has been amazing for 3 months. They hired him. Stuff is probably gone. I don't know. Be an economy consultant for Kabam, because it was a phenomenal event, and it didn't feel like it pushed the like, I'm not sure how to say this. It didn't feel like it pushed the power of the game in an unfair or a weird way that Kabam was then going to have to counteract later. It probably made them a ton of money and no harm was done. You know? Like, yeah. All right. And I think we had one more account review. Dawa, what's up, dude? Lost the hero? Okay. All right, I see the Maestro. Rank 5. And the anti-hero. That's awesome, man. That's the one I chose too. Ascension 2. Zemo. Lil jealous. Ascension 1. Rank 5. Black Panther. Is that like the best relic form, or is that the one that just worked for you? I'm not sure who to use as relics wise for my Zemo. I don't have all the options though, so. And then Lizard with the Spider-Man. And then Dust, Ascension 1 with the APOC. Very cool, dude. That's a lot of that's 4 Ascended champions. 20 Alliance War MVPs. Very nice, dude. Very, very cool. Thanks for spending channel points on that. That was a good time. Valkrelk is best for him, I think. I'll have to look into that. Hey, what's up, Wager? Yeah, we're having a great time here, man. Yusuf is still here. He might be. He might be gone. He's a busy guy. Also, I didn't get the sense he was irritated, but it can't feel like we've talked about this, where it's like when someone's getting to talk and you're only getting to type, it can make disagreement or finding common ground, I think, difficult to do. And my goal isn't to like make anyone look bad or anything like that. So I think it'd be understandable if he was like, I'm out of there. That's just assuming he didn't just get busy and have something to do. All right, let's see here. Let's do a little bit of the threat level. Let me see what threat levels I still need to work on. Never mind, left the stream. Yeah, you might have. I do that a lot too. I'll come in and out of streams. Oh, we still got to finish this one. Oh, shoot. I didn't set her pre-fight. It'll be fine. No, I'd rather not. It's only 5 energy. But he seemed kind of defensive. It was kind of weird. It's to be like, just again, having been there before, you know, anytime you hear your own name in a stream, like it's easy to start being like, wait, what? And you know, you're typing, you're not like to take the time to write out this, like, well, I may understand how the appearance of this could come across as odd. Here are the facts of what happened. Like to type all that out just often isn't like practical. And so that's why, like, I often, if and when, this is very rare, I try not to get like in a debate with someone or anything like that. It's like, you feel your way, I feel mine, that's fine. And if anyone ever really wants to talk or something, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't sweat it. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, Charles, I think people can all have their opinion. It's fine. I wouldn't. I'm not worried about it. Let's put it that way. All right. Let me remember how to do this. Let me figure out and remember how to do it. Kate is a very difficult champion to play. Super difficult. You gotta be MSD to do this. No one should replicate this at home. It's too difficult. You'll never be able to pull it off. She's also damage level 2 out of 5. We know it because it says it on the website. This is where she actually does get difficult to play. Like, all jokes aside, is the switching over of your arrows. I'd be lying if I said that sometimes it doesn't go poorly and I lose fights because of it, or I lose like momentum. Oh wow. Yeah, see, we lost momentum. And I think now we will go to her SP3. I didn't do that in the video. You know what's weird too is maybe it's my phone. There, we got that. I'll get back to that. Sorry, yeah, I am having to pay a little bit of attention. And this is all with our cold snaps falling off in the middle because I made a mistake. It is wild that they let this into the game. Oh, did I? Oh, I messed up. I think it was actually a mistake to go for the special 3. Maybe we should have gone to it from the beginning. Vega debates with me all the time, mostly about which one of us is more happily married, but it definitely has the advantage because I have to type. See, there you go. Not sure if it's 100% active, but it should be based for. Okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, damage level 2-5, most accurate thing ever. Yeah. Wait, did not use it right to keep current. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened really. Arena 140. Okay, that's a lot of math. Supply run, figure out to earn the bare minimum of units. Not sure if it's active, but it should be based for next week, Monday until the first. So that's how many you can earn? Oh, I don't know, man. I am not a math guy. What's up, Sage? I'll add it, but I believe that's correct. I mean, whether it's correct or not, maybe I'm misunderstanding the point, is like, I mean, that's helpful to know like what you're going to get, but you don't like, you'll know how much currency you have, but you don't know what the cost of things are going to be. You know what I mean? It's a lot of units and it's really cool. And it's cool to see like how many you can get, but you don't, unless I'm misunderstanding it, you don't know what you don't know what the cost. You don't know what the cost of the crystals is going to be. You don't know what's going to be in the crystals. Like, again, I'm telling you, like, what I mean, I love is, I mean, I'm saying it like kind of trying to be a little fun. It feels like one of the favorite things Kabam employees, public employees say is, just because we did something once doesn't mean we'll do it again. And I think it's important to believe them, right? Like, we have no idea. Like, look, if you think about it, last year they did Heart of Fire. The year before that, they did Omega Days. This year they did Metamorphosis. There was a sale in the same period of time that had some units and some for spend, but they were wildly different. And so, like, maybe they mean what they say. Maybe they're trying to be helpful when they say, just because we did something once doesn't mean we'll do it again. you know. All right, y'all. This we hit the gladiator circuit. You know, let's do one more. But we did hit the gladiator circuit way earlier than I thought we would. And so the plan for what to do afterwards was limited. So we did a lot of talking, which was fun. We'll do oh, you know, let's pop these open real quick. We expect nothing good to happen, of course. Hey, Belly, I don't know you super well, man, and I realize it just could be a mistake, but if that's a joke of some sort, I don't get it. So yeah. Thanks, Way. Appreciate it. I wouldn't count this year's banquet being as good as last year's until they're equal threats leveled against them. Yeah, I mean, if they need to keep delaying sales, it's a long, long, long ways away. The game could be in this like amazing place. It could also be, it could be shut down. I don't think it will be, obviously. But like we have no idea. No worries, Belly. All right, let's do one more. Oh, Belly, don't even worry about it, dude. I think I've heard your name in other streams, so I had a positive like interpretation of you. Because I'm pretty sure I've heard your name, like maybe even Young Gucci's last night. So I was like, if he's just either making a joke or made a simple mistake, which is totally fine. But sometimes people show up and do some really weird things, and I was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. I'd be in band if you need me. All right, buddy. Mido, do the solo Coliseum. Gucci? Yeah, okay, it was you. I like his streams, man. They're fun. Hope banquet is good this year because this year I'm gonna grind like hella and have an extra good banquet. I hope it goes really well for you, buddy. Gonna put you in the 1B torture chamber. Figures your least favorite champ to fight against. Honestly, it's probably still Yelena. Assuming things slow down a little bit, with like Kabam giving us so much stuff to do, which has been really nice. So I'm not asking for it to happen. I will start doing streams where it's like we're gonna learn to use X champion. We're gonna learn to fight X champion because I need to learn to do it. Like I can fight Yelena well if I'm using Deadpool X Force or Sinister. I'm okay. Outside of that, not so good. And so I think that would be an important thing to start getting better at. Actually, here. Vegas Team Nico, dude. Yeah, maybe it's actually. You know what? Belly's actually right. It's Nico. I forget about her because I always think of her as an offensive champion. Dude, she is a disaster for me to fight. She's on the champs that I want to learn how to fight her better and try to learn to fight her better without the optimal answer. All right. How cooked would will Kabam be if 2006 bombs? It seems that too many players are hoarding units and skipping sales. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that as a possible explanation for some of the stuff we're seeing. Is that like Banquet was so good? I think honestly, I don't think this game's shutting down. Even if they could have an atrocious year, and I don't think it's gonna matter. Oh, did I forget to take defenders? Looks like I did. That wasn't very smart. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to focus in on this. Oh, I forgot about the node. Cool. I completely forgot about the node. We were winning too. All right, I'll try to remember later. Hey, have a great one, Billy. Have a great one, Shilling. Oh, wait, Shilling. Zachary. Oh, okay, you were leaving. Say genuine booty. What's up, United Hicks? What's genuine booty? Casanova for Yelena. So that's what I need to do is I need to learn how to fight her without the ideal counter. I need to do it with all these champions. They made 60 million in last banquet. I'm sure it'll be equally good this upcoming. We just don't know because they're going to continue to try to entertain us. It's like it's my thoughts on Ascension itself. They'll continue to try to make it better or something that players enjoy because that's the business, you know? Yeah. Valley Boom, did you subscribe? Dude, thank you so much. Very kind of you. Oh, I got to pick my defender. Kingpin's just going to destroy that, though. Like, if he places Photon, we'll have a... Yeah. Alright, I mean, we'll still go just in case a mistake is made. But Kingpin's just going to roll that. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Dude, let's hoping to live through that. Yeah, we weren't winning anyway. I'm thinking of retiring. Retiring what, Hicks? And the reason why I'm asking the qualifications, I think it's pretty obvious what you're thinking, is I just want to remind you that you run an alliance and you're on the waitlist for mine, and like yeah, just yeah. And like folks who are thinking of retiring from the game are not an ideal uh, ad for my alliance. Like we want people who are very happy playing the game the way we're playing it. No, I'm not trying to say you're not retiring. I'm trying to give someone an out. I'm trying to give them an out to be like, oh, I meant I'm retiring from opening Pokemon cards. Got it. Well, that sounds like a good decision then, Hicks. Why do I keep forgetting about the node? Dude, just... that whole protection thing really gets in the way, doesn't it? Can you just throw it? Damn, this is a funny meta. I'm intrigued by it though. All right, started resident. I can't hold others back. Okay, yeah, I just know I don't have time in the summer. Got football coming up. I'm very busy this summer. Of course, I want to join, so I don't know. Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, you and I've DM'd about what the upside waitlist is like. Okay, so what I want to. I started realizing I can't hold others back. I might start posting Minecraft vids. Yeah, man, do what's fun. Do what you enjoy doing. And this game's like a job almost, man. Yeah, and dude, go enjoy high school and football and all of that and wrestling. Like, seriously, go do those things. Okay, I'm trying to follow the rest of the conversations. I kind of been enjoying this. I want to play it one more time because it's kind of, I don't know. BG's has this hold on me, man. I enjoy it in a weird way, and then I think it'll be time to get going. We'll raid someone. I love this game. I love the community. I still want to join them. So it's just, I don't know if I could give it my all, and getting kicked would hurt me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just hang out on the Discord server, man. You know? Play the game casually. Hang out on the Discord server. Play football, dude. Do wrestling. Do those things. See, this is different because I'm now like looking to ban champs I don't have. So this is actually different than the last meta. I wasn't really catching on to that. Arsenal for the win. Y'all won the whole Champions League, right? Or am I totally off on that? I don't follow football that close. I'm 47, Camus. They just won the Premier League. Thank you. All right, cool. Very cool. Congratulations. You don't look more than 20. The camera, man, the camera. Also, that's a lot of white hair on the chin for 20. The Vega has one rule about wrestling: you must replicate everything Randy the Macho Man Savage has ever done. That is not a good rule for life, man. that is not gonna go well long term. Shoot, we gotta re-roll this. Ah, thanks, Gammas. Yeah, I think it's the camera. And then like when I put photos, this does bother me, but I don't know how to do anything about it. When I put photos on thumbnails, I upscale them so because they're not, the quality isn't right. And like the upscaling always like removes wrinkles and whatever. And I'm like, I don't know how to like upscale the photo without like be like, leave me looking old. They don't have that option, unfortunately. Wait, how old are you? I'm 47. 47. 47. 4 and then 7. Most people have been surprised when I say that. All right. Thanks, Wolf. I don't feel that old, if that makes any difference. Luma. This is where my lack of the like how to fight the current defenders is showing, because I don't know if Bouchard can take that Heimdall. I assume she can, but I wouldn't even know how nor how fast she can. Dude, this advanced combat power rate is struggle. It almost feels like the strategy might be to push them above the 2 bars. And then hopefully bait a special 2, which we don't know that Soulbark will throw. But like now at least we can do some combos and actually throw a special. Yeah, I wish I had gone to that earlier. This is really interesting. All right. Yeah, I'm going to struggle with Onslaught. I'm surprised they're taking so long. If we can win this, round 3 is going to be really ugly, but we got a chance to win that one, I think. Interesting. I don't know if Spider-Ham can do that punish. And without being able to play real Spider-Ham and getting all these debuffs on us, I don't think there's any way we're winning this. Shoot. Yeah, we're not winning. Yeah, there's no way Nefari is dying to that kindred. Yeah. All right. Check out the chat, and then I think it'll be time to sign off. I appreciate the compliments on the Discord, Charles. I think most of the super active people are very cool. The well, it's changed a lot because the Discord's, it's been around for a while now. But when I first created this new Discord, and I did forget some people, which I feel badly about, but the initial group was like hand selected for me of people that I thought were good to have on a Discord that I enjoyed being around. So I'm happy to see that people are enjoying that. All right. Good luck, Em. Thanks for being here, bud. That's great to hear, Wolf. I appreciate that. Who's my NBA team? If I had to pick one, it'd be the Lakers. I mean, I grew up in LA in the '80s with Magic, Kareem, Worthy, Byron Scott, Kurt Rambis. And then I was still young enough where like I was enjoying the NBA when Shaq and Kobe were running around. But I don't even watch the NBA anymore. Like I'm aware of like what's going on right now in the Western Conference Finals, and I'll keep being like, oh, I'll watch it, and then I'm like, I don't want to watch it. It's just the game's so different. The sport is so it looks like a different sport now. Like there's still a ball, and that's about it. Like they don't even call traveling any. I remember that starting to happen where like traveling wasn't a thing. I recall that starting to happen and it being like, well, yeah, well they took one extra step, they were on their way to the layup or whatever, and now it's just like, no, it's fine. Should I wait for my Titan Crystal or does it matter if I'm opening them? I'm waiting, but that's because I have the only champion left in the current Titan I would want is to awaken my Heimdall. And I'm already done with the Korean challenges. So there's no point in me opening anymore. So I'm waiting. And the next pool looks really good. There's debate on people are having fun talking about whether Bong's going to get added or not. I could see reasons why he would. I could see reasons why he wouldn't. Kabam will decide. It'll be fine either way. But I think it looks like Madeline Pryor's definitely going to be in there. Ghost Rider, Ruby Thursday, and someone else that looks really strong. I can't think who it is, and I haven't gotten to see the wave videos yet. Do you think that you could give out life advice, or do you think that would be? Do you? No, I'm very open to advice. I mean, I obviously I'm not like a trained professional or something, but I'm happy to do it. Like I like the talking probably more than the actual gameplay on streams. I agree. Basketball is a flop ball now. It just feels weird, man. And I'll admit I haven't really watched it in years. Like I haven't truly watched a game in forever. I think I watched a little bit of when LeBron and the Lakers won the COVID series, the COVID season. And even then it was COVID, man. I don't remember anything. I was just trying to get through the day, you know? It just looks like a totally different sport. Like I imagine some people might say that about football, NFL football. And it does. Like I will say, like when I was a kid, you know, like having a great running back and the 3 yards in the cloud of dust, it was kind of on its way out, but there was still definitely that element in the game. Not that, yeah, there's still running backs, there's still great ones, but obviously they changed the rules so much for passing and points and all that. I'll start with LeBron. See, this is where I always differ from current NBA fans. Is like, I think LeBron is arguably the greatest player that ever played, and I feel like I've witnessed him just get physically abused, and because he was bigger and stronger, they didn't make calls and all that stuff. And so, just to be clear too, is like in you know my heyday of NBA teams is like the Lakers and the Pistons, Lakers, Celtics. I was a little young, but I knew what was going on. I could watch. Then the Bulls coming in, and like, dude, there was so much flopping and BS in that time too. Like, I know I'm gonna piss off everyone from the Detroit area, but like, look up some of the stuff on like Bill Laimbeer, you know, and like Dennis Robinson hustled his ass off, of course, too. But like just the way they went about the game, it was just a little different. So, I think LeBron genuinely is arguably the greatest player that's ever played basketball. As someone who bought the podcast, I hope Bomb only added next Titan. Yeah, so there was a whole thing on my Discord about this morning. I think it would probably be a bad look for Kabam to add Bong to this current Titan because again, people spent money. And they're still not going to have had him yet, is my understanding, unless they spend more. But someone brought it up. It's like, oh, yeah, that's a good point, is that you do get Bong ascended. So, like, spenders would still be getting something. I still think it's a bad look, as established by this stream and many other streams. There's a lot of things Kabam do that I don't think are necessary at all. And I don't think actually even benefit them that they do that is a very, very bad look. That I think is a bad look. And it doesn't stop them from doing it. And it's like, there'd be a good way to do this, but they just choose not to. Same, football. I grew up watching basketball, but never do anymore. Yeah. When will the Titan roster switch? I think it's only like 18 days away. Yeah, like 19. The Mickey Mouse Championship. It was different. I mean, as a Lakers fan, I'm still going to be like, it was real. But, I mean, everything was different in that time. Like, everything was different. You know, I think everything deserves an asterisk. Like, I want those 3 or 4 years of my life back, man. Basketball is a great game to just play. If my knees weren't so bad, I would still be playing basketball all the time. But I've torn both my ACLs, and I do not want to do that recovery again. And so I've gone and played, and I'm like, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like I can tell I am. So I just don't anymore, which sucks because I loved playing basketball. It was one of my favorite sports to play by far. Detroit. Yeah, what's up, Hicks? He's massive and flies to the ground when the wind blows. He created literally everyone flopping. No. So that's what I'm saying, Gamma. Is I understand why it can feel that way. I truly do. Watch like the Detroit Pistons. I mean, the Lakers did it too. Dude, I love Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was an amazing basketball player. I loved Magic Johnson. Okay. I just want to be clear. However, even I, as a massive fan, as a child, was like, wait a minute. It seems like if the Lakers really need a bucket, he would throw it into Kareem, which was, like Kareem was amazing. Or Magic Johnson drives the lane. Remember, he was a 6'9" point guard in an era filled with like 5'10" to 6'1" point guards. He drives the lane, just barrels into people, throws the ball up in the air. Like he just literally like big old steps, just like, whoa, and he screams. And the refs call a foul on the defense. And like, if they didn't for some reason, he would just stare at him. And you better bet the next time down the floor, they call the foul. And I'm a massive fan of Magic Johnson. Like, truly, one of my favorite players ever. It'd be hard to leave him off of a team of the 5 greatest players ever. Like, I mean all of this, but like, trust me, LeBron did not start the flopping. It did not start with that man. Like, I loved basketball. And it's just the way the game was refereed and officiated. I think it was around the time I was like in middle school, and then I played a little in high school. If you were trying to draw a charge, you fell down because you were forcing the ref to make a call. It's like where the games, these sports, like stopped being about trying to win fairly and came about being like, how do we game the rule book? Like Deflate Gate and all this crap the Patriots did that like so many teams are doing. It was like, well, it's not illegal. We didn't get caught. Or, yeah, we won the Super Bowl, but we only had to trade a 5th round draft pick for it. So that was good, right? It's like, and I remember this because I remember just being like, well, wait, if I'm trying to draw a foul, a charge, and the guy drives in, but it's not a charge, why would I fall over? And like, because you want the ref to make a call. And they're probably not able to watch everything, and they're going to see you fall down. And I was just like, but it's not like, why would I? But because and then like I would try to talk and be like, but here's the thing: is like, if I fall down, I'm now on the ground. If they miss the shot, I ain't getting the rebound. And they're like, yeah, which is why you need to make a big deal about it because you need the ref to make a call. And it's just like, how about we just play the game instead? No, I can't do that. Can't do that. No. Anyways, what are we seeing? Debate you on the, yeah, we could. I would love to talk about that. And Old Man Easy, I think that trip is finally happening. I think we set dates. So I hope you're around, man. I do wish the segment of the Super Duper. It is weird. Again, as free to play, I am so unenthused about the Super Duper box. Like, because it's just like, dude, when am I ever getting these champions awakened? Like, ever. But yeah, I mean, the Super Duper box wasn't put in for accounts like mine. The Dream Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was, again, it's different. It's a different era of the sport. Even just like down to like nutrition and training and all that stuff, right? Watch some highlights, and they might even be under like Lou Alcindor because that was his name when he was at UCLA. Watch some highlights of what that man could do. It's insane. Like I would bet that if he had the same like training stuff as like Wembanaya, I'm not intentionally mispronouncing the man's name, or what's the Chet Holmgren, I guess his name is. I don't really know. I guarantee Kareem could have been drilling threes from, the 3-point line too. That's just not what big men did in his day. Who's a better player, Magic Johnson or Steph Curry? I would go with Magic Johnson. I would go with Magic Johnson every day of the week. And that's despite thinking Steph is amazing. Steph is an insane player. But I think what people don't realize or forget, or it's just so different because you've got like Wemby, who's like, what, 7'4", 7'6", something like that. is Magic Johnson was 6'9" tall. I'm probably like overstating again because I was like very young, very, very young. But like, dude, there's like legends of Magic played like center for the Lakers. I think Kareem got hurt or something. Like, I'm probably telling the legend of like Paul Bunyan right now. Because again, it was like I grew up in a Lakers household and I grew up in Los Angeles. So it was like the legend of Magic Johnson. But like, I think it was like his rookie year or something in the finals. As I'm telling it, I'm like, this can't all be accurate. The center got hurt and Magic like played center. Like he was insane, dude. Bill Laimbeer denies Rodman were throwing. Dude, Laimbeer and Rod. I mean, they were called the bad boys for a reason. They were tough, dude. Vega's a basketball. Yeah. I'm in the Hall of Fame. It's you don't see my plaque. It's they keep it in the back because they don't want everyone getting all excited. But yeah. Played a couple years of high school basketball. And now I'm in the NBA. It's tough. I see how Kabam's in a tough position in terms of encouraging the spending. So it basically makes sense to gate new character sense behind that paywall. It just feels rough for everyone else. Yeah, man. I think it's that middle ground. I do. I'm doing well, Sammy. How are you, man? Or Sam Murray. Sorry. In assistant rules foul baiting, you can't expect most players to take some more high ground. They want to win the ring. That's the problem, right, man? It's the system. I completely agree. It's the system because you're making players be forced to take some sort of moral high ground while competing with people who are not. I could not agree with you more. Sounds similar to when Kobe said he studied the ref guidebook to know when the refs will be, so he knows where he can be cheeky and get away. I mean, it's like one of those things, right, Charles? Like, and this is what I'm saying. It's like, that's like smart. At the same time, it's like, shoot, really, man? Like that shouldn't pay off, man. You know? And again, I'm a Lakers fan. His twin brother Lewis was phenomenal. Yeah. It was just before. I think it was. Again, this is before I was like born too, but I think he converted to Islam, right, and changed his name. Magic Johnson was in Michigan State, another Michigan guy. Yep, that's right. Curry all day. Oh my God, Sam. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna let it go, Sammy. I'm just gonna pretend. I'm just gonna let it go. 80s basketball is great. Yeah, I mean, I think it was. It was my era, so. I know the story's talking about. I'm a sports fanatic. All right. I mean, that is the story, right? It was like the finals and like, was it Kareem? Kareem got hurt. Like, as I'm thinking of it, I'm like, it can't be right, but I don't know. My dad has a Wheaties Bad Boy box at his house still. I still have a Jordan Wheaties box somewhere. It's still wrapped. My mom kept it. I have to tell you, I would hold off now, man, Magus. Unless one of the champions that's leaving is like the most wanted, then maybe. Yes, Magic played center. All right, thanks. All right, MJ is a glorified DeMar. Oh no, Zachary, no. We can't have. Look, I know rage bait when I see it. That's not what we're doing here. That is not. No, we're not doing that. Yeah, as far as in imagining career point guards, I'm not American. I've heard someone say Korea is a better point guard, but sounds like you think Magic was. It's weird, man. They're truly, honestly, almost playing like different games. I know they're both basketball, but like the way Magic played with the 3-point line. My memory is that the 3-point line was not even in the game when Magic started in the NBA, and they created it. So like. They just play wholly different games. I think in the current NBA, you can play what's called a zone defense. I think back then you couldn't. They technically played the same position, but they ain't the same. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to explain this. Like, I assume you follow football, soccer. And even this analogy wouldn't make sense. But just work with me on it. It'd be like if they said if you scored a goal from outside the goal box, you now got 2 points. Yeah. Yeah, let's just go with it. There's probably holes in this, but just go with it. And then as a result, what happened is players started practicing shooting from there. And offenses became completely about setting people up for open shots from outside the goal box because they can now get 2 points. So even if they only make like 10% of them, sure, they might make 15% from inside, but you're getting twice as many points. And then over time, they just got better and better. And so the actual sport of football soccer has now changed because the goal was no longer about just getting the ball into the goal and behind the goalie. The whole point of the offensive strategy was to set someone up to be really good at shooting from very far away. And so it took like a bunch of skill sets and like de-emphasized them and took other skill sets and heightened them tremendously. And so it's like, it's technically the same sport, but it's not played at all the same. And so comparing players from different eras got even harder to do. I think low-key, Curry is in the conversation, but he's not. That's how I feel. Curry's Hall of Fame, no doubt, for sure. Amazing player. I think he could have survived in these other eras and still been phenomenal. He's an insane player. It's like saying Cosmic Ghost Rider's a hell of a cosmic champion, but he ain't Serpent. Both of those things are accurate, you know? I low-key think if MJ didn't take a break, basketball player, and play as long as AJ, it wouldn't be a competition. I think that could be true too, because that was the prime of his career when he went and played baseball for 2 seasons, I think. MJ was different. He was. People are petrified of playing MJ because he would humiliate them. He would guard the best player, regardless of position, and he would embarrass them. He was relentless like no other player. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to stop it. I can't say out loud the rest of that. I can't say the rest of it. I do think, and I think that's why Kobe gets so many comparisons to MJ. I don't think Kobe was close to Michael Jordan. Again, that's not an insult to Kobe. But I think that like tenacity and also almost like it almost felt like he was better when he was angry. Like if he felt like the other opponent like challenged him in a way, you know, or something. And he was tall enough. He would guard their best player. I'm sure there were matchups where he didn't take the center. You know, you have Shaquille O'Neal or Paul Gasol. I mean, at some point, it's just not a smart idea to take the center when you've got those 2 guys on your team. But he would, like, I don't want to do a disservice to Kobe by calling him like MJ Light or something like that, because it sounds like an insult, and that's not what it's meant to be. Yeah, there's also a lot of that with the shadow ban for gambling and all that. Remember, the man's father was murdered too, I believe. And I mean, it's going to do some things to a person, you know? No, Jordan didn't just guard guards, Zach. Now, again, I'm trying to think of who he would, like, you didn't see him guarding like Patrick Ewing when they were beating the Knicks. I'm trying to think of other ones. Like, it'd be interesting to see this because I don't remember, but when they beat the Jazz, but see, Jordan also had, by then he had Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen, so there's no way Jordan took Karl Malone. That's an interesting one. That might be one where like the legend has superseded reality in my memory and stuff. Bill Russell was phenomenal too. Again, obviously I wasn't alive when he was playing, but I've seen the points. Yeah, you get the games just completely. Yeah. Thanks, Charles. You guys are insane. We all are. MJ absolutely just destroyed, absolutely crushed it. I don't. Oh, MJ's defense crushes LeBron's defense? Yeah, probably. I think the 3-1 came from the American Basketball Association. I honestly don't recall. And my memory is it was in high school and college before it was in the pros, too. He took that personal. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that's a thing. ¿Sabes quién viene en el nuevo Titan? I believe it is going to be Ghost Rider, Wave, Madeline Pryor, Ruby Thursday, and one other champion who we don't know who's going to be. I think Kabam hasn't said. Kobe wanted to be MJ, but I don't think he was as good. I don't think he was either. But again, that's like, it's like I just not intended as an insult, you know. MJ played off-duty mall cop. What are you, Todd Zachary? Come on now. Yeah, that's not accurate. What's up, Ando? Kobe said himself, without Jordan, there's no Kobe. I don't think it's an insult. Okay. I'll be honest, I was not a massive fan of Kobe. I was already kind of starting to lose my interest in the NBA when he was doing a lot. Obviously, I watched him and like Powell and like I enjoyed it, but I can't talk about Kobe the way I can talk about like Magic and Jordan and these guys because I didn't watch it as closely. I just didn't. It was just I was starting to lose interest in the sport. LeBron has essentially had Nick Sirianni as his coach for the Warriors game. I don't understand. Oh, he hasn't had a great coach. Yeah. Jordan and I mean, there's probably it's probably a reason Jordan and Kobe had literally the same coach. Jordan guarded 1 through 3, occasionally guarded 4, smaller 4. So that was my memory too, Old Man Easy. And again, it's not a slight to Jordan, but it's like he literally had Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. So like, why would Jordan guard Karl Malone? You know, Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley. Like, why like it just wouldn't make sense. Yeah, see you, Wolf. Sorry, we're just full on talking about basketball now. Is the next Titan is that next Titan or 2 Titans from now? My understanding is that's the next Titan. I it sounds too good to me too, but I believe that's right, Cathis. Braun is a better defender than Jordan was. The game is different, but Braun has a wider range of matchups. Look, if we're truly having that conversation too, and again, I'm probably gonna insult someone I don't mean to, because again, I wasn't watching it as closely. Who the hell has LeBron James played basketball with? Like, and I don't mean like the last couple of years. Luka doesn't count. Like, who's been on his team? I see what again, this is I'm not trying to be like I'm old, I know you don't. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is like I just happened to be alive, so I saw things. Jordan could not beat the Pistons. He couldn't do it. It was just him. He couldn't do it. They had the Jordan rules. And before that, it was the Celtics and Larry Bird. Jordan was scoring a ton of points, was the best player in the NBA. Boobie Gibson, Big Z. I think you're proving the point. Larry Hughes. Who are these people? I mean, I'm sure they're way better at basketball than I ever was. But they ain't Scottie Pippen. They're not Horace Grant. They're not Dennis Rodman. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan's team was so good that the year he retired and played basketball, they still had a relatively good playoff run. You remove LeBron, and I'm not talking about the last couple of years. You remove LeBron from those Cleveland Cavalier teams. It's not so good, man. It's not so good. And I guess LeBron did go on the run with Dwayne Wade. None of us even brought that up, which is funny now that I'm thinking about it. LeBron's been at the NBA to get the best possible teams. MJ never needed to do that. Oh, man, programmer. You think Pau Gasol just fell in Kobe's lap? And you know Shaquille O'Neal wasn't drafted by the Lakers, right? And I'm a Lakers fan. I don't know if any franchise has gotten more help from the NBA in totality than the Los Angeles Lakers have. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was not a Laker. Shaquille O'Neal, not a Laker. What's the guy's name? AD, not a Laker. Luka, not a Laker. Somehow all these guys ended up on the Lakers. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. I'm not saying that LeBron's innocent of what you're saying. I'm saying that like I think we're glorifying the past a little bit. That is true, Zachary. You removed LeBron from the Cavs, and they were excellent at getting the first pick in the draft. No one was better. The best of all time. AD, Chris Bosh, Wade, Irving, Kevin Love, Russell. Is Russell Westbrook supposed to be a positive or a negative in winning championships? You threw it in there. You had me with AD and Dwayne Wade. Kyrie Irving, obviously amazing. But then you threw Russell in there, and I don't know. Thoughts on JJJ? Really good champion, man. Needs to ramp a little bit. My understanding is he's shining in War, which is pretty cool. He was a cool champ, man. I wish he had a bit more damage because I think people would be way more excited about him because he'd be a bit more usable. Like more damage initially. The Luka trade was insane. The Luka trade is like if there was anyone who had the job of making sure trades made some small amount of sense, they were. I think the Luka trade was approved by the Kabam Balance team. All right, it is time to go. they Kate Bishop that one. They were like, oh shit, we got Dark Phoenix here, guys. Should we approve this? They want to trade Luka to the Lakers for a guy who was good like 6 years ago with 2 bad knees. What do we do? Let's go get lunch. All right, y'all. This was the last. I enjoy hanging out with you guys so much. Let's go ahead. We'll find a YouTube channel to rate. And yeah, you know what, man? I like this guy, man. I think he's fun. If you guys could go hang out with Lord Shadow for a while, I would really appreciate it. Puts on a good show, man. It's a good time. It's a good time. Thank you so much for hanging out. We should be by at least sometime tomorrow. Probably, around the same general time. I'm not sure what we're gonna do yet, but we'll do our best to make it fun. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Thank you for all the donations, people who spent channel points and just hanging out. It was absolute best. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.